Wow. What a start for those of you who weren't watching live. Hello!
Hi. He's in that frame.
Welcome! Tiny little Mark again. Hang on. I'll see if I do this, maybe it's okay. Hello! Welcome to High Rollers. No, it's no good. I have to sit down normally. Trot's going to fix it. Look at him.
Oh, your mic's not in.
Well, then you have to fix the overlay.
My mic's not
He
even
didn't have
in.
a microphone on.
How long have we been away?
Right,
Perfect.
get that.
Perfect.
I mean, I'd like it if you brought it down, but maybe Sid can just crop me in.
It's alright.
Hello! Off to a professional start here on High Rollers, especially if you're a new viewer. Welcome!
Your favourite home game.
Your favourite home game. I'm your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes, as always, here on the Yogscast Twitch and over on High Rollers D&D as well, with our Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Joining me this week we have... He's still sorting his mic out. We have Rhiannon.
Hello.
We have Chris Trott, who can't talk. And we have Kim.
Hi.
Hi. And then we also have
Always struggle.
Tommy Hazel
Hello.
and Katie. Lovely. Thank you for joining us for another exciting episode of... God, I need a booster seat.
Welcome to my
Sid will
world.
fix it later. Sid will fix it in the post. Don't worry, it's fine.
I like pictures of the
that's
folder
fine.
eating me.
Yeah,
today.
that's fine. Welcome. A couple of things to run through before we kick off. Welcome, everyone. Sponsors, let's do those first and foremost. First of all, big thank you to D&D Beyond.
Bam.
D&D Beyond, official digital tool set of Dungeons & Dragons. Fantastic service, we use it a lot. The campaign management is very handy. We use the character builder and the compendium all the time. Please stop that.
Really great.
Ghosts of Saltmarsh, now available. So, a brand new module. It's a series of old adventures packaged into a brand new... Kim's got the book because we gave her a D&D Live swag. Ghosts of Saltmarsh is now available. It's a load of old adventures tailored in a brand new 5th edition package. It's really, really good, actually. I've been reading through it. Really, really good. I think it's really cool. Really good.
Nice.
There were some scandalous accusations made by the Crit Roll D&D Beyond presidential race involving
okay.
myself. They've doctored some footage of me, just saying it's fake. Don't believe it.
Oh, was
Scandal.
it you dressed as Bowser?
No, why would I be?
That would be
why?
real.
That would be
That
real.
wouldn't
That would
Part of
be
his
his
campaign was
yeah.
getting so much money on
That
that.
was literally yeah.
Oh no, that actually happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please. But just to say, fake news, no collusion, no foreign influence. Don't believe what you hear and see with your eyes. Our second sponsor is Displate. Displate.
Yeah.
Which plate?
That plate,
This
this
plate.
plate.
I'm pointing the wrong
What
way.
do we say about frames?
Never buy a frame again.
Look, she came up with the slogan, Kim.
I was gonna say never. I was gonna say, but she beat me to it.
She did beat it.
yeah.
It's in her soul, that's why. Never buy frame again.
Hate frames. I hate them.
Same. Yeah.
Fuck frames.
Displate is
That should be a
service-
better one. Fuck display. Fuck frames.
Displate does amazing metal prints. You can put up on your wall using magnets. They're really great. They have loads of cool artists and designs. One of the nice things about them is some of their earlier ones were made very much like posters. I'm just leaving it to it. What I've learned to do. A lot of their newer designs, though, are really great for home decoration. If you want a bit more of a grown-up, sophisticated vibe. Tom, yours is covered by your t-shirt, I think.
Here it is.
You're correct, yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Nipple
Gonna
mic.
Fix that.
I don't even want lipstick.
Honestly, we are more professional, I promise. I promise that we are.
That's a lie.
But yes, we're not. We're really not. Display, it's really amazing. You can use code HighRollers15 as well as the link in chat. Go and check it out. We've got a collection of stuff.
Carry on.
I will.
I've just been eating pig hearts before we
You
started.
can go to the link in chat to look at our collection. This is one of mine.
This is Mark's.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's one of mine. It's from Hearthstone, I believe.
Yeah.
I like it.
Purple
You can
heart.
check out all of our prints using the link. Use code HighRollers15. You're throwing me off hard today. You're throwing me off hard.
This mic is
You get 50,
fucked, by the way.
I think you get 15% off.
You do. You get 15% on your orders. If you go to the link, you will find what prints that we selected that are our favourites. You don't just get 15% off them, it's the whole store, so don't worry. You're welcome.
Oh
You're
man.
welcome.
They're really good quality.
Great.
If you check Twitter, we have
I
also
like 'em.
posted pictures of how we display our own.
Yeah.
And you can plant trees. On the back it says like you plant like 10 trees when you buy a display.
And I'll put one in the ground. And just
Hasn't grown yet. Yeah, mine hasn't grown yet.
Oh, it's not.
Katie, do you want to talk about new merch?
Merch! So, this is actually, we extended this t-shirt, the I'm a Delight, you can't really see it, but I'm a Delight Ayla shirt, which Kim is also wearing, and the Barbarian shirt are available until tomorrow only.
off the
So,
sleeve.
Monday the, 4th? Wait, what day are we on? 3rd?
Yeah.
Monday the
Monday the
3rd. So Monday the 3rd is your last chance to get the Ayla or the Barbarian t-shirt because they are limited edition. So thank you very much to everyone who has bought them so far.
You
But
might
they
have
will
seen-
soon be gone.
You might have seen somebody
A certain Barbarian on Critical Role might have been wearing
wearing
one.
one as well, yeah.
Which is
I did
pretty
give
nice.
one to Travis, but I'm pretty sure our extra larges are not big enough.
Really?
I think it's going to be like tiny.
Wow.
But we'll see.
One
But
We
yeah,
tried.
they're really great shirts. They're honestly some of our favourite shirts that we've done. Go and pre-order one if you've not got one, or pre-order both. Why not? Get them both. They're great shirts.
Yeah, but
High
they're
rollers,
only
10%
there
off.
until tomorrow.
Only
today.
until tomorrow. Last day.
Last day.
Last day sale.
I want to see loads of people in chat saying that they bought one.
Please,
Thank you.
don't lie though.
don't lie.
Don't lie.
I
Like,
just want to see them say it. I don't care if they.
But we might have more exciting things coming up first.
Yes. We've got some more
Yeah.
shirt
Some more
plans.
stuff. So we're trying to do these limited edition runs. So please, check them out. Thank you for supporting
Right.
us.
Before this madness ends, 3 really quick things. One, we'll
4,
say.
I've got one as well.
Okay, 3, and then Tom's got one. One, big thank you to Greg Tito and the Dungeons and Dragons team. We had an amazing time at D&D Live. Obviously, we weren't here last week because I was ill, but we came back from D&D Live. We had an amazing time. We got to meet loads of cool people. Thank you, everybody that we met. It was great to be part of the event. We hope you enjoyed the preview of the new Lightfall mini-series that we're going to be doing. What?
You just
Lightfall mini-series that we're doing. It's a quest to save Trelmar from hell. We're
Yeah.
returning to the Lightfall characters
Yeah.
as part
It's
of
infernal.
Baldur's Gate
We will
Descent
not.
into Avernus.
Baldur's
we don't-
Gate.
Baldur's
That's
Gate.
what that says.
We don't-
Baldur's Gate. So
It's
Kim was
Infernal.
trying to read it and she was wondering why
It's
she couldn't.
Infernal.
It's in
You can't-
Infernal.
You can't read Infernal?
You can't read Infernal?
Nova can, I can't. Juto can, I can't.
We don't have start date for that yet. We're still working on that with Wizards, but it will be coming soon, and obviously keep attached to our Twitter. And like I said, thank you, Greg. Thank you, the whole D&D team, Bart, Pelham, everybody
Thank
there.
you.
It was amazing. Thanks for
Good
including
job.
us.
Also, our current sketches of our updated character art.
Yes.
Looking.
Oh,
Very cool.
they look real
Very
tasty.
good.
I'll have more information about that
So
soon.
excited.
Quick plug for me. If you didn't see, I did a My Little Pony Tales of Equestria one-shot for the team over at Critical Role. That went out on Friday on their Twitch. And it should be out at some point today on Critical Role's YouTube channel. So you can
Nice.
go and watch that.
Rad.
Very fun. Playing with a really cool bunch of people there. Playing ponies. It's very wholesome. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Go and check that out.
Any curse words?
A couple of them did slip through, yeah. Liam and Ashley, I certainly remember getting some swears in. But it was very fun, so you should go and check that out. And the last thing I wanted to say is the 2nd of June. It's a very happy Pride Month. It's Pride Month this month. Happy Pride Month, especially
Pride.
to our LGBTQ community. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
We love you. Enjoy Pride. Thomas, take it away.
Tomorrow is not only the last day to get these Slam and t-shirts, it's also the last day to unlock Quill in Idle Champions, because he was added a couple of weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, and I think tomorrow is the final day in which you can unlock him, and he's very powerful, he's very cute,
He's alive.
he heals people, so add him to your formation.
Nothing like his character
like
in
the
Dungeons and
character.
Dragons then.
Also, if you've unlocked Ayla and you have Quill, there's Aerois synergy, which comes into effect if you're playing with both of them. So that's pretty
Yeah, and
Pretty
Dylan,
cool.
Dylan also said, more to be soon.
More to be soon.
I
More
questioned him
to
when
be
he said that, but he shunned me.
Yeah.
Get some big numbers.
Don't know why he said more to be soon.
You can also watch.
Go higher
you can
than
watch,
Matt.
You can watch Tom and Rhiannon play through Idle Champions on our YouTube channel, and they pretty much lose their damn minds.
Yeah, it was a
So
it was a
When
mess.
you get Tom and Rhiannon together, it
Yeah.
takes about 5 minutes, and then
I think, like, if you put Rhiannon with any of
all
us.
common sense is gone. Yeah, that's true, actually.
anything
Yeah.
else? Anything else for anything else?
I bring the chaos.
Use the code High Rollers.
If you go to store.yogscast.com, make sure you use code High Rollers. You get 10% off everything in the store.
This was a shambles. Let's just do a recap.
More
get
to
back
be
into
soon.
Also, that patch of grass was a communal garden that I tried to put the display in.
Right. Anyway, play the intro video, Sid. Please save me.
Oh God. Oh God.
Here we go. How many times do I have to say starting V soon? And people still talk over the intro.
But it's just the fact that
fine.
just before we start, Chris Trot goes like, when did I get a stone of good luck? For fuck's sake.
Chow remind me.
Wait, Quill's dead?
Hey, you're the one that is going to have to cut this.
Carry on. Stop.
Okay. Welcome back to Aerois, everybody. A brief recap on what happened the last time that we played. Are you happy with that?
I'm happy. Carry on. I'm going to have to edit that out now.
Just don't.
The land of Mirskir is plagued by madness. Thick, dark clouds of ominous black and grey. Stop. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I thought I worked with professionals. Clearly,
Why were you under that impression?
Oh my god.
You turned into Cousin It for a second, just looking at me through a veil of hair.
That's your safe place.
Oh, me.
I can't do this.
Oh, right, go.
Welcome to Aerois, everybody. The land of Mirskir is plagued by magical storms, thick, dark clouds of ominous black and grey, swirling with eldritch lightning and power. The party travel along the worn and beaten roads, rain and wind hammering them as they carry bodies of fallen friends in the back of an old merchant's wagon. New companions have joined them, but their trust is yet to be proven. A fire ganassi from a strange portal with a suspicious background, as well as a sailor from the sea, and, for a brief time, a human man with the power of the storms. They came across them alongside the roads near a shrine of Hesper and Zephyr. He tells them of strange dreams following a one-eyed, one-winged hawk into the mountains, where he hopes to learn more of his mysterious powers. They are ambushed by crazy goblins and learn clues of the location of the Midwife's Forge, an ancient temple to the goddess Velena, where they hope to restore their friends to life. In crossing the Langstrom River, they nearly meet disaster and ruin, but eventually make it across, with only Piri and Johan still on one shore. Children, are you done?
That was Rad's character, right?
That was Rad's.
I can see tears in Rhiannon's eyes and I just lost it.
I can look at Tom.
When the glasses come off, you know Tom has lost it.
I could
Him
not
is like,
stop.
I like how this is the side of the table that's like
well behaved.
keeping it. Yeah, I know.
So, like-
this is unprecedented.
We're zen.
I know how to bottle these emotions.
Bury them
Got a whole
too.
life of burying emotions.
I've been doing it since I was married.
For high
God.
roller stats purposes,
It's so deep.
for high roller stats purposes, I awarded the party 1,615 XP each before the session started. HR stats also asked me to make sure that whenever we roll dice, make sure you actually read out what you get.
I'm not going to manage to
What we
I'm
get-
not going to remember to do
Because
that.
sometimes we go like,
What
yeah,
we-
that hits. You just look at the dice and say it hits. So
Oh, okay.
just remember to try and say
Okay,
what the
sure.
total is.
Sure.
There's a little request from HR Stats, who did great work.
I'll do it. Anything for those sweet, sweet graphs.
I make no promises, but I'll try.
Don't, Rhiannon, please don't laugh.
She's crying.
Johan looks to Piri, and seeing that the rest of the party have gotten across, kind of looks over towards Piri and is like, well, I think that perhaps my journey might take me a different way from now.
Very
I
good.
believe that my journey doesn't take me to this forge, but I should head towards the storms. But if you wish, I'm happy to help you get across if you need it.
Can you do that? Is it just using the gusting again?
Yes.
I mean, sure. If I guess this is good. But okay, bye. Whoa!
So you still have to swim across, but
Do I? How far does that throw me?
it doesn't throw you unless if you willingly fail
it's
your
just
saving throw.
assisting,
Then
yeah.
yeah,
It
will
helps to
assist
push you along.
Yeah, so you're gonna need to make an athletics check to try and cross this river.
6?
You watch as Perry leaps back into the water of this river. For Trot's benefit, this took like an hour last time.
Yeah.
Good content, guys.
And we
Good
were
content.
arguing about the weight of wagons.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
So you watch all of you on the other side of the shore, Ayla carrying a like drenched Quill's body that nearly got like thrown down river.
Yeah.
Aerois gasping for breath, having been thunderstepped by Nova. Nova, who is clutching Sentry's body.
Probably has collapsed at
who
this
probably
point
is
under the
starting
weight.
to come round from your hallucinogenic berries.
I thought I had Quill's body.
Maybe it was the other
Oh,
way
it's
around.
the other way around. I
You
have
had
Sentry.
You have Sentry,
yeah.
you have Quill.
You traded.
You watch as Piri, this Ganassi, leaps into the water and then is quickly like, pulled. His head dunking under the water, unable to control his swimming.
Great. Great.
So what is everyone going to do?
Leave it.
Where am I? What's happening?
Can you fly?
I don't know where I am. Where have you put me?
We need
What
to
are we
save
doing?
Perry!
So you see
So
Lucius
you're on the
with
same
fairy
side of the
wings.
river as us.
Yeah.
I feel really funny.
So Lucius
you
with his
fly?
fairy wings.
I can try. What's happened? Why is he in the water?
Fly and stop it. Stop him from disappearing
Okay.
downstream.
So you just chase after him. Your flight speed is 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. So with a dash, you can probably reach him.
You do a check.
Yeah, you can try a check. Try and grab him.
Acrobatics.
Athletics.
20.
Ah.
That's an 18 plus 2.
You pull him up with your fairy wings beating furiously, and you pull Piri out of the water, who's gasps for breath, and you carry him. Well, actually, no. You're gonna have to. You've picked him up out of the water, but you're gonna need to make another athletics check to carry him across.
18 plus 2. That's 20.
Wow.
You know, the surge of strength. You feel rejuvenated. You feel awake. Adrenaline coursing through your body. You kind of carry Piri. His legs don't even touch the water as you sail him easily over to the other side of the river.
Bam.
Can you clip it a different way?
No, trust me. This mic that's just what the mic do.
It's just what the mic do.
It's just what mic do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll do it differently.
Why on earth are you swimming in the water? You're made of fire.
Well, how else were we supposed to get across?
Why are we here? I don't remember a thing. Did I sleep through the whole thing?
Yes, actually, you pretty much did.
Yeah, you went and found a load of berries, and then you ate them, and it turns out those berries were hallucinogenic.
Oh, the berries. Yes, I remember.
Are you totally sane right now? Are you totally sane right now? Where are we?
Yeah, we're by a river. Heading towards a place where we can save Quill and Sentry at the same time.
Do you remember where we were heading towards?
The anvil of dreams.
Close enough.
The forge.
Very close.
Yes.
Do you have any more of those berries?
I think I've got a few in my pockets.
Can I have them?
Give them to Ayla.
Some are squashed.
I'll just take all of them
Bushed berry.
and just throw them into the river.
I see. Understandable.
A fish jumps out, gives a thumbs up.
Fish with pupils.
Fish has a thumb.
You see from the other side of the river, you just see this man in kind of ragged clothing with the black and grey salt and pepper kind of hair and beard, just raises a hand.
Who are you?
Farkle from the other side of the river, like, you don't remember me, do you?
Oh wait, no, it's come back to me now. Bye.
Good luck.
Thanks for your help.
I will see you in the Valley of the Storms.
Right.
Oh, that's useful.
I don't think I'm heading that way to the storms actually, but that's where he's going. So I guess you'll meet up with him again.
How does fire react with thunder?
Good question.
thunder?
Because you seem okay in water, which I thought was the total antithesis.
I'm very cold. Very, very cold. But I don't. How would thunder affect?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
It's just a noise, isn't it?
Do you know?
Thunder? I mean, I guess it might make your hair flicker a little
I
bit.
could check
with
how
the
lightning
motion.
affects it.
We could do that, or maybe we could just not. Like, shall we carry on? I'm cold. I'm wet.
It will be.
Everyone else is cold and wet?
It is getting dark soon. We should probably make our way.
Yeah.
These mountains will become more dangerous in the night, and we are very close to the Valley of the Storms now. Any storms that we encounter are going to be exceptionally dangerous.
Let's keep
Scaldy
going.
is on the front of the wagon with the reins.
No reason
Onward.
to delay.
Do we know where we're heading? I'm afraid that I don't know where the forge is. I believe we were following those clues.
Yeah, we had.
Kim, no, we just crossed the bridge of 1,000 hammers, right?
You didn't cross the bridge. You went.
Well,
under
we're
it,
below
across the
it,
bridge,
so
yes.
we need to
But
go
you
back
need to
up the
work
other
your way back
side.
up into the
Yeah.
mountains
No.
towards the bridge. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to work our way up that way as a start.
I can
Back
start
up
us
there.
going that way. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a few winding passages, but it shouldn't. It will add a few hours to our journey. It'll be nightfall by the time we reach the top on the other side of the river.
Oh, let's keep going.
Is it safer up there or down here?
Well, the path that we need to take is up there.
Well, I'm just
Right.
thinking we're going to have to stop at some point, either here or there. So is here better
It's
than
probably
there?
more sheltered up there.
I would not recommend we camp beside the river. If there is a storm that comes, it won't be
Yeah.
very pleasant.
Right.
And any creatures up there, they'll likely come down here for food or water. So
Nova, do you remember where the next clue takes us?
The midday shadow of the raised claw points the way. Go until the rock turns to gold and glitters. Search the crystal forest for the anvil and follow its route.
Well,
And that's route with an R-O-O-T, not R-O-U-T-E.
it's late. Like I think you guys were traveling for most of the day. So it'll be coming. Yeah. By the time you reach the top of the trail that leads back up into the mountains, where the big stone bridge would have led you to, it will be nighttime.
So a claw, we need to look for a claw, and then you need to work out with your mathematical mind. Mathematical mind?
Just remember the
At what point the shadow...
I like to think that his voice fluctuates as the magic is taking
the
hold.
direction the shadow would be, considering the position of the sun at midday.
If it's midday, wouldn't the sun just be above it?
Maybe.
Depends where the sun's in the sky and where we are in relation to the east. I don't know.
Well, let's
I
keep
missed,
walking, and
like,
then
all
tomorrow
of
we can.
Well, let's
Okay.
just keep
This
going
side.
and we'll see.
All right. So you all, a couple of you ride the wagon, some of you walk beside it, and you begin making your way up. The Stormwall Mountains are dark grey in colour, with blue tinges to the stones that you see around here. It is humid and dry, and there's that smell in the air of that night before a storm hits. That fresh air mixed with the rising humidity and the pressure. You can't help but feel every step you take, a storm will come. Dark clouds gather overhead. You begin hearing the reverberating thunder and flashes in the night sky. And there is a darkness to the lightning and to the storm here. The lightning, blue as you've normally always seen it, has a tinge of black around itself. The wind begins howling, but nestled in the mountains as you are, in amongst valleys, in amongst pathways, it's not as strong, but the rain is heavy, and soon the wagon and yourselves are mostly drenched as you begin camping for the night. Is there anything anybody would like to do?
Can I get Scorp some worms?
Yeah, you can feed Scorb.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to eat some worms.
Scorb. You just plant them down and he happily feeds. It seems that he eats like a lot of insects and bugs, but he'll also eat vegetables and things like that as well.
You said the lightning was what?
The lightning has like a black tinge to it.
So it's a black tinge.
We already know that the
It's
storms are
magical.
magical.
Yeah.
So it's like black lightning.
Kind of, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it gives off a light still.
It still gives off a light. It still gives off that blue flash of lightning. but when you see the forks in the distance, especially as you're so close to the mountains, and you can see the lightning and the storm is hitting beyond the mountains that are risen up in front of you. Like you can see kind of sections of it. And it's almost like there's a thin black line down each fork.
Is there a way to pinpoint a source, maybe, of the storm, or?
I mean, yeah, it's coming from the valley behind these mountains. Yeah, they just seem to you almost watch the clouds just form out of nothing and fill the valley, and then they begin spreading out. And they seem to just go in random directions.
Oh, so it's relatively clear, like.
Sometimes.
Okay.
I
Has anybody else got squishy head?
Sorry, what?
Squishy head.
What?
Squishy head. You not heard of that?
I don't know what that is.
It feels like there's like a really tight helmet on your head. It's just awful.
Oh, it's probably because of the
Squishy bit.
storm. High pressure during a storm, it's probably squishing all your sinuses and the juice inside your brain.
Sinuses.
Maybe the
That's when you know.
berries.
Could be the berries as well.
Could be the storm and the berries.
Ah, doubling up.
Yeah.
Awful. Never having berries again.
So is there a place nearby where we could, I guess, spend the night?
You can. I mean, with the wagon, you can pin the wagon down. You can definitely pull into like a, somewhere with like a little bit of a rock shelf above your head. But it's mainly keeping yourself sheltered from the wind is the hardest thing. Is the easiest thing, and then the rain is it's annoying, but it's not going to do you any harm, as opposed to the wind, which can blow about the camp and things like that. Make sure you're protected from any lightning as well.
Okay.
Yep. Let's do that then.
Yeah, great. You take a rest. Who's going to take watch? Take one. There you go.
I probably need to sleep off this berry hangover.
Okay.
A trance, a deep trance.
Scaldy will need to rest as well. So
Cool.
That's a long rest, is it?
yeah, taking a long rest. Okay. So Aerois and Ayla, who's going to take the first watch?
Come on, I'll go first.
If you want.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. So I need you both to make perception checks.
Big old dice.
You both got natural 20.
Best one. What's that?
See into the future.
Wait, every roll has been 20 plus.
Well,
mine?
we'll find out because I also need Ayla to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, you got the black lung, Paul.
You've got the black line.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Okay. This is what should have happened the first time, but you kind of, during your watch, we'll run through Aerois' watch first. The rain just does not stop, and the lightning grows closer and closer, and the thunder begins shaking the very mountains and the earth itself. As each blast hits somewhere nearby, you just feel this dense rumbling coming from the mountains at your back and around you. The rocks skitter across the ground. And when you see these flashes, one of them strikes perhaps 300 feet from where you're camping. It blasts the top of this kind of oblong-shaped part of rock that's just kind of jutting out. As it hits, you see this kind of blast of black energy just kind of collapse around the rocks, and it disintegrates part of the rocks themselves. They just turn to like powder. And it leaves this smell of, it's hard to place, but like rot or death.
Oh wow.
That lingers in your nostrils as it hits the ground. Whatever this storm is, it's certainly keeping any wilderness away. You don't hear any animals. You see no signs of creatures prowling in the night. You don't hear any cries of goblins. The storm is keeping them at bay. But you don't see anything. And when it comes time for you to switch with Ayla, you watch Ayla as she's been sleeping for the first half of the watch, or trancing as an elf. And you can see that a couple of times she wakes up and coughs deeply, this kind of thick, heavy, mucusy cough. And as she kind of coughs onto the ground, you see splatters of a black ichor with these tiny mushrooms just growing out of it. And she was sweating previously, but throughout the night she seems to recover, and the coughing and the sweating stops. And by the time she awakes for her watch, She seems fine, completely normal.
Oh, wow, okay.
You are no longer diseased, so the thing we talked about is gone.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
So the staring off into the distance is no longer a
Yay!
Nice.
Are you
Need to
okay?
Choke it up.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah? What?
No, it's just you seem to have a nasty cough.
That's probably just because of the weather. It's been really cold. Swam through a river. I'm fine.
Okay, no problem.
Anything happen? Anything?
Just the lightning's getting very dangerous. It's very close. It seems to destroy whatever it touches. It's very powerful.
Interesting.
It smells really bad. Very bad.
Is it sort of around that smell?
It was strongest when the blast hit, but there is still that lingering, very faint, very, very faint, but with a 20 perception, you still pick up on it. There's something wrong. This isn't just that these storms are magical. You can summon lightning and thunder. You know what magical lightning, but there is something corrupt about it.
It's not right.
I think we just keep moving as quickly as we can and get out of here.
Yes, it sounds good.
And then, Aerois, take your rest. During the night with you, Ayla, as you sit there watching the storm, and it moves quickly, faster than any storm should, and passes overhead, you watch the clouds rolling like a strong wind is blowing them. And there's that sense of, not a voice, but that kind of presence you felt when you fought the Cleric of Zephyr back in Kaylee's Rest. You just kind of hear these very faint whispers, not my world, not my creation. And a feminine feminine orc voice, just in your mind, not my place, not my creation.
Interesting.
But as with Aerois, whatever this storm is, it's keeping anything hostile at bay. Nothing wants to be around here when the storm is passing over.
Interesting.
Other than that, everyone wakes up in the morning, having finished a long rest.
Cool. Storm's still going?
No, it passes by the time everyone wakes up.
Okay.
The storms here come very quickly
And then vanish.
and then vanish. And then within a few more hours, you see another one is already forming and is beginning to grow and fill the valley.
So with that lightning bolt that hit the rock and basically destroyed it, is everywhere where we are just like craters?
You see, craters. At first, you just thought perhaps they were just like natural formations, but now with what Aerois and Ayla have seen, you can see that where this lightning hits, not only does it, blast rocks apart, but it also just dusts them.
Jeez. So like charred trees and stuff like that as well.
I mean, the trees where you see it, it's clearly split, but half the tree will just be disintegrated, like it was never there.
Man.
Can I is there a tree or a rock nearby that's been disintegrated?
Sure.
Can I see if there's any dust around and I don't know, I guess investigate and try
You can
and,
pile up some dust.
and I don't know.
Some dust? I mean, you can make an Arcana check if you want to do a magical analysis of it.
Yeah.
But to do anything this is at a glance. If you spend some time with it, you would be able to. But you would need to kind of properly maybe chemically
some
analyze it and
tinkling,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Use
Tinkling?
alchemical
Tinkling.
tools. Yeah,
Tinkling.
Tinkling. You should tinkle with it.
yeah, because you have Tinker's tools, don't you, and stuff. I think we gave you that.
No, I have writing tools.
Okay.
I rolled badly. 13.
13. I mean, clearly the lightning is magical, not in the normal sense. You're not sure why it's whatever this effect is. It's nothing you are familiar with.
I can see why Quill didn't like this place now. And why he doesn't like lightning in general.
I mean, it fits the fact that we've been told it's magical. There's clearly something very powerful here. This isn't normal.
He says it's not Hesper and it's not Zephyr either. It's something different.
What if it's got a mind of its own and could target us?
It might.
It probably would have done that already then.
What if it hasn't seen us yet?
Then we probably want to keep a low profile.
Difficult. And I spread my fairy wings.
Just a gust of wind in your hair.
Some glitter.
There's glittery skin. Yeah. And just to make it clear, you guys are not in the Valley of the Storm. You are currently
We're just
outside the
beside
valley.
it, yeah.
You're basically in the Stormwall Mountains that surround it. It's this huge chain of mountains that basically cuts Voxar into two halves. And then it spreads out and surrounds the valley, like almost like a wall. It kind of like hedges this valley in.
I think that we should just keep moving quickly.
Well, the next thing we need to find is this raised claw.
Yeah.
That sort of thing, I mean, I don't know the area. I'm not familiar with it very well. I'm afraid that this will be down to you to think of some way to find it.
Well, Johan said it was by the storm wall, so that's a good start.
Just keep looking, keep an eye out for it.
Is there a path that looks more worn than the others?
You can make a survival check, for sure.
Can I try that?
Yeah. This is basically, if you guys have an idea of how you can find these locations.
23.
Okay. So Ayla's going to be looking for, you said worn tracks? Like see if
Yeah,
there's
like
anything
anywhere
looks-
that looks like people have travelled around a bit
Okay.
more.
Yeah, okay. So while you're doing that, any other ideas?
I've got navigator's tools.
So you could try and plot. What do you want to try and do? Like,
or try and, use them to, survey the area.
yeah,
I
well,
guess.
navigator's tools would be like a spyglass and
Yeah.
like a sextant and things like that.
Yeah.
So you could be basically like looking around with a spyglass, trying to find, maybe see if you can see the grasping claw or plot
Yeah.
where the highest peaks are and things like that. Okay. So for that, I think you would make perception check. I think for Aerois.
Yeah. 12.
12. What did you get? 20
23.
23. Any other ideas?
Are we surrounded by trees and stuff at
Mountains now.
mountains?
You're basically like in rocky crags
Yeah.
and valleys and passes.
My thought process is levitating up to try and get like a high view, but it says I can only levitate up to 20 foot. So
Yeah.
I'm just wondering
So
if
you-
there's a way I could get higher and then climb something and then, or
You would need to be able to fly
That's
to
a way.
get higher.
I wonder if there's a way.
Oh wait, yeah, fly around here.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I was wondering if I could levitate somehow, but I can only go so high. So
How about I fly you to a certain point, and then you levitate from that point?
how high can you
Or
fly?
how about you just
Yeah,
fly?
you could just fly and look.
I could just fly, couldn't I? Just new to me.
Just keep going up.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I
So
borrow
this
your
is gonna-
spyglass once you're done with it? Have you spotted anything?
I can't see anything. You can have a go. if
Maybe
you
I
like.
could borrow a quill. No, that'd be.
Wait, has that spyglass got metal on it?
I think so, yes.
And you're going really high up
Brass.
in a place filled with storms?
I'll just look really well with my own eyes.
Well, right now, at the moment, you're in a quiet moment where there isn't a storm active currently.
Would be the best time to try.
Okay.
So you're going to fly up. So you can make perception with advantage.
Sick.
And then just
Natural 20.
Right.
And my perception is
This is
plus
this is what
5.
happens when you
Okay,
roll in the
25.
tray.
I know.
I know.
Ah!
So, Ayla, on the ground, you've
grow
been
more
searching around, and you do find tracks. Primarily goblins.
Sure.
Large numbers of goblins. All throughout these mountains. You find tracks leading back and forward, and some of them you're an accomplished hunter. You clearly identify that some of them are hunting packs going out probably scavenging for food, moving in certain pairs, dragging carcasses and things back with them. But you also find a much more militarized, like a patrol line, with somebody leading them at the front, and that you can definitely follow that track for some ways. And that seems to lead deeper into the mountains and then will lead you somewhere. Lucius, when you fly up into the air and you begin searching around, it doesn't take you very long to spot this particular kind of rocky outcropping. It's very tall. It's surrounded by a kind of mostly open area, so it's kind of just stood out on its own, and it's of a grasping claw raising up and pointing into the air. Based on what
How
Nova's
high
told
am I
you.
right now?
I mean, you can fly
So high.
super high. You've got an hour, so you can
But how
fly.
high did I get before I noticed that?
I'd say quite high, because although there are lots of you're in the mountains, but you're not in the biggest mountains. You're still at the early kind of peaks where it's still relatively small. They're really very tall, jagged hills, stony hills at the moment. So I'd say you probably go 100 feet, 200 feet up. But you can identify a path, and it looks
about
like
3 minutes.
if you're looking at where Ayla is, the path that Ayla is following is going to lead you to that claw.
I'm going to look for other alternative routes there as well.
Yeah. There's plenty of there's lots of different paths that lead all through the mountains. And yeah, there's a couple that will take you through there. Yeah, for sure.
I flutter back down gently and relay this information.
There's goblin patrols around as well. So
Yes, that path you were looking at, that leads right to it, but there's some alternatives we could take.
Were there any at the claw thing?
You didn't see any
Goblins?
creatures.
Didn't see any creatures.
But we need to stay there until midday.
Or, using our brains, figure out where the shadow will be before midday and save time.
That's true.
how long do we know how far away is it from where we are currently?
I'd say
you know how
at
long
a
it would
decent
take?
pace, with the wagon, Clack can only go, Scorb can only go so fast. It will take you less than an hour,
Okay.
30, 40 minutes.
What's the rough mid-morning, early morning?
You'd still be there in the morning. Yeah, you guys are super early morning. You're 8 a.m. right now, so you'll be there before 9 a.m.
I just like to think that Nova's just sort of still quite sleep. She's not a morning person, so she's still
I
like.
could levitate. Lucius, what do you think?
Yeah.
Wings behind him.
Yeah. I'm just sitting on the wagon, just like.
Have you got squishy brain, Nova?
Yes.
Yes, you should really rest. Maybe have some hydration.
I should rest, shouldn't I?
Yes.
I would like a drink of
Just
water.
have a lie-in, honestly. Get in Scorb's wagon.
That is a really good idea, Lucius. Thanks for looking out for me.
You're welcome. And I glitter you. So welcome.
Probably just sneeze, just endlessly, like I got hay fever.
Okay. So you're going to follow, what do you want to do? Follow the path that Ayla found, or have Lucius lead you through one of these other mountain routes?
I think with a height advantage, it might be helpful to find a safer route. I want to make sure we get there, securely. Would be nice.
We should give goblins a chance at just living their lives without us intruding on them,
You mean without us killing them all?
Yes, we don't need to, do such barbaric things.
Says the man who butchered all the pixies in his province.
The cows.
Different now.
Snowball Swarm!
But what if they attack us first?
Maybe they're not morning people. Not everyone
If
is.
they attack my friends, I will end them.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I like this. This is fun.
that was a change of tone.
Yeah.
That's new.
It's
Nova.
amusing me.
Yes.
She kind of gestures can I speak to you?
Okay, I'll just slowly roll out of the wagon.
Well, Scaldy's on the front of the wagon.
Okay. I'll slowly crawl through the wagon.
She looks over I'm a little worried about Lucius wearing that item. It's obviously affected him physically, and not every item can be trusted. Magic comes in many different forms.
I'll just be looking at Lucius wherever he is, flapping around.
I mean, obviously, it's giving him wonderful abilities, and I'm not saying he's evil or anything like that, but magic that changes who you are I don't necessarily think that that's something you want to keep around for too long.
Do you have any ideas how to remove it then? I don't think he's.
He can't remove it.
I don't know.
I wasn't there when he placed it on. I just would have assumed he could take it off.
Let me see. And we'll be like, hey, Lucius!
Yes, you should be resting, Nova.
Could I borrow your crown for a second?
Oh,
I just want to have a quick look.
yes.
Nope.
No,
You tried this before. It doesn't come off.
it doesn't come off. I tried.
No?
No, it looks so good on you, though. That's the problem.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go back to Scaldy. I think it's cursed. It's probably cursed. It's cursed, right?
There are stories of cursed items, yes.
Yeah.
But there are ways to have it removed. Unfortunately, they're not really my purview. But if you can find another powerful spellcaster, they might know.
What kind of spellcaster, dude?
I don't.
Maybe
know. It might be more of something for a wizard or somebody who understands enchantments, like an artificer, or perhaps another priest. Priest of Elena might know. They often create many enchanted items.
I mean, it doesn't seem too bad at the moment.
No, it's just something to be aware of.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
I worry.
I think I can only take so much glitter to the face as well.
something to think about.
Thanks, Golly.
And then, yeah, she's like, yeah. So you guys make your way?
Yeah.
Piri, Aerois?
Yeah.
All good?
Carrying on.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take you long to reach this. You emerge from these kind of twisting, narrow passes through these kind of young, gentler mountains. And it arrives in a large open space with, this kind of shaped column of stone that kind of rises up into like a clawed hand, reaching towards the sky. But you can see that because it's this large open space, leading from it are dozens more passes and valleys and paths deeper into the taller mountains.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Can we leave the wagon a little bit behind and just maybe hang back?
Skald is like, I can keep it here. It's not too hard. The clacks are pretty docile. As long as nothing attacks him, he shouldn't go anywhere.
Can I keep an eye out on the path in general for any goblins or any?
Yeah. What's your passive
noises?
perception?
Not great. 14.
Okay. Yeah. But if you're keeping an active lookout, make a check for me, but I'll keep your passive as the lowest.
13.
Okay, so we'll use your passive. So you're kind of keeping an eye out as you look around, like you're being cautious, but you don't see any signs of creatures hiding or skittering around.
Is it overcast?
It's overcast. It's always kind of cloudy in Mercy.
So there's not going to be a definitive shadow.
There's gaps in the clouds where you can see a shadow, but
English summer.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're just staying here for a week. Like, there's going to be a shadow at some point.
It's not completely overcast. It's like chunks of thick clouds, but it's not a storm, so it's not completely overcast.
We need the biggest smarty brains here to figure this one out.
Nova.
That's Nova.
What? Why is everyone looking at me?
Because you're smart.
Hey, look.
Aw, thank you.
I can help out a little bit, and I'll put a finger at the edge of the shadow where it is now. If we stay here for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we can see how much it's moved.
Actually, that's a really good idea. Piri, you stand where the shadow is now, and don't move.
Okay.
Don't move.
All right.
Don't move.
Okay.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm just going to look at the claw.
Okay.
Just stay there. Don't move.
All right, okay.
Okay.
I'm helping, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
You are. For podcast listeners, Tom is frozen in place with his arms out.
Yeah.
And he's going to regret this position very soon.
Nope.
He's in.
Depends how long this RP takes, doesn't it, Kim? Carry on.
We're going to do this in real time.
Excellent.
1 hour later.
Don't mean to be rude, but we could just find a rock or something.
I know, but
Okay.
I kind of
No,
just...
this is good.
Yeah.
It's a little prank. I like it.
Well, I kind of want to see how long it takes him to figure that out.
Right. No, you're doing so great,
I
Piri.
approve of
Thanks.
this. This is great.
Next time the sun comes out,
Fantastic.
we'll see how far it's come.
I just want to see if he paid attention in our physics class. Like, I don't think he did.
I think we established that he didn't.
No,
Anyway.
but I just want to see how much he skipped.
I wipe my nose.
This is probably the longest you've ever stood still.
Well, I wipe my nose and it's almost obvious how much it's moved.
You're doing so great, Piri.
All right.
Wonderful job.
So
Cool.
is your plan to just have Piri stand there until noon?
Do you know how?
I don't really know how else to. Okay.
Since you've been in this land, Nova, do you know where the sun is at midday?
This is for Aerois. This is also you're used to
yeah,
charting
I'm-
on the
I'm
sea.
new to
Like,
Mercia, so-
you can do a survival check at any time to try and figure out like where the shadow will move to.
I'm sure somebody can figure this out.
But
Some
you can make an
smarty pants.
intelligence check if you want, Nova.
Which way is the claw facing? Like,
It's kind of like twisted, but it's got one
knob.
clawed finger
It's got
which
one
is
finger.
higher than the others.
like kind of pointing up.
And where the sun is, the shadow itself is definitely almost like a hand pointing.
So the way the shadow looks like there's a hand pointing.
Yeah, it looks
like
like
an
it's
arrow,
almost like
yeah.
it's like an
Okay.
arrow basically.
Cool. Handy.
And it
Handy. Nice.
and it definitely, as the sun comes down, you can tell that the shadow will move and it will point to the different passes. It will point to each individual.
In like 10 minutes, is there a definite shift in where Piri is standing? Like,
I mean, vaguely. Yeah.
vaguely.
But, like,
But, well, is there just a vague direction?
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you can see that there will definitely be a direction. So
So-
you just need to figure out like you would need to make an adjustment of like where it'll be.
Yeah, so I guess that would be
the intelligence check. So just straight up
straight
intelligence.
intelligence.
So you're using your intelligence to work it out, whereas Aerois is using her skill
So that's a
as
plus-
navigating and using your
plus
sextant
2.
and measures and things like that.
Innate knowledge
I'll
of
do
the
survival,
land as
yeah.
well.
11.
Okay.
I'll do a survival.
Yep.
Whoa, 25.
Another natural 20.
Nova, you start pulling your books out and you start doing equations. Like, right.
I don't have
you
any
look
books.
at.
I killed them all.
You've got paper, don't you?
picked- I
Yeah, so
gave
you
you
have
one back.
paper. So you get out some scrap paper and you look at where Piri stood and you look at the thing and you're like, right. You start measuring it and you're like, right, that's what it's taken in this. So if I do 10, and you start doing the equation of like by distance, time measured, da 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 da. Whilst you've been scribbling down, Aerois kind of comes up and is like, that one. and you're just like, yeah, it'll roughly point in this direction. Like, you know, obviously the exact area will vary, but it will very clearly indicate a pass around in a few hours. This one, and it's like the third from the angle. So you're just like, yep, that one.
Meanwhile, I'm just beautiful minding it in the corner.
Yeah.
Like,
And then maybe 5 minutes after Aerois, you're like, this one.
and Mariah's already taking that.
Yeah.
I just haven't even listened to the last 5 minutes of conversation.
It's like, okay, let's go.
I'm just standing
Are you
next to
done?
Perry. I'm just standing next to Perry going, you moved.
Yeah, I moved.
You
I
moved.
moved. so
You're
much.
shaking. You moved.
I-
It's unreliable.
My arms,
Unreliable
my arms hurt
results.
so much, but she got it. So, bam.
Ah, ruined.
I mean,
Guys, we need to go this way.
You know what? You all work so hard.
where I lift my hand, there's like a tiny little scratch in the mud, I guess.
Were you laying on the ground doing?
I was just.
Pretending he was part of the clock.
Like an actual,
Yeah.
a nasty marker.
So I guess where my hand was for that entire time, it was nudging a little bit. I guess it left a little
Aw.
groove. I could have just taken
also
it off
covered
ages
in
ago.
dust.
Yeah. Well, she thinks it's that way. You think it's that way. That way.
So apparently we have to go until the rock turns to gold and glitters.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
What? So is there actual gold in there?
It just says turns to gold.
Or just seeing how intelligent I am. Or it suggests that that's when the sun hits the rock and kind of glistens on it.
Wait, so we have to wait until midday anyway?
Not necessarily.
Well, but I mean, if we leave here midday, when the finger's pointing, then by the time we get to the place,
Oh, it's like an hourglass. Yes,
yeah. So
a
we
countdown.
walk until time.
But how does it know our average walk speed? This riddle.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick.
Why do goblins know this?
They might not. They might just be in this area.
But this was written on.
It's written in Goblin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was, wasn't it?
It's written
It's
in
written, yeah.
Goblin. Very scratchy hand, but
to a chap called Gleck.
yes.
Could literally just be a rock that glistens and glitters.
Yeah.
Your idea is, a good idea. If it could be, if there's light on it, that it starts glittering.
We can create light.
Yeah, you've got 4 lights. You can make
do.
glitter.
There are 4 lights.
Yes, I can.
You can make a glittery rock.
Lights.
I can put glittery rocks anywhere.
Yeah, anybody you want.
I want the Midwife's forge here.
You just put glitter on
I'm going to put glitter on the claw.
Yeah.
It works, I guess. It looks nice.
I'm not entirely sure that's how that
Maybe
No.
the Midwife's forge was inside of us all along.
It was
One
the
would
friends we
hope.
made. Or maybe we'll keep walking until we see the gold glittery rocks.
Let's do that.
Instead.
There is a song I used to listen to, and one of the lyrics was "All that glitters is gold," but
Oh,
I can't.
a shanty song?
A shanty song.
in a
yeah.
row.
Sounds like a very piratey
It's a
song.
very piratey song.
Well, you can sing it along the way.
Tom's gone.
Has it?
It again.
Has it? Did it? You making that cannon? Mark, you're allowing that?
I'm not saying anything. You guys have spent 20 minutes talking about hey, what should we do?
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Hey, if we spend 20 minutes doing something, we can make anything canon.
Something about Death Stars,
What do you- I'm
mold.
just waiting for you guys to tell me what you want to do. So.
I think if we keep going, if there's goblins trying to find this too, then we'll get maybe a few hours head start on them if we start walking now.
Well, also, we have that map.
That's true, but there's a lot of patrols by the looks of it. So
Yeah.
Hey, what's the step after that one?
Search the crystal forest for the anvil and follow its route.
Crystal forest.
Well, let's just keep walking until we find a crystal forest instead then.
Can I see if there's any like hint towards a forest around here?
Yeah. You can make a perception check.
Whoop, whoop.
Are you still flapping?
10.
No, I'm not flying.
He's only got an hour of it per day as well. 10. It's hard at the moment. You're kind of in these deep passes, and looking around. Unless you have the ability to fly, you can't really survey the landscape that well. Your best guess is that there wouldn't be a natural forest. It'd be very strange to find a natural forest this deep into a mountain range.
Yeah.
But you probably suspect that part of the clue is like go until the rock turns to gold and glitters. Probably indicates that one of these, like by following this path, you'll eventually reach a point where there's mineral deposits, or perhaps the rock coloration will change, and then from there it will lead you to something that these goblins would call a crystal forest. That might just be like a bunch of crystals growing out of the, a cavern or something like that. You don't know what it will be, but you doubt it will be an actual forest.
Okay.
Well, I think we better head out. The only thing is, Johan said that this is the claw he saw. He saw a one-eyed, one-winged hawk sat on this claw, and I just wonder why this.
Then he saw a dead hawk at the base of it.
But
It
someone
changed.
picked him up and took him away though. Where'd they fly him?
I'm just wondering why it was specifically this claw he saw in his vision dream.
Well,
Maybe Quill used it as a direction into the storms. And it's a well-known thing in Aarakocra culture.
Yeah. I wish we could ask Quill.
maybe
Also-
the people at the forge would know something more about the claw.
Yes. The staff there.
Could I just have a look at the claw to see if there's any
Yeah. You can make a nature check for me.
Come on, Cam. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Tasty.
You study it for a few moments. The shape of it certainly has not been formed by natural erosion. This has been very roughly carved, but made to look natural. It's been purposely made this way to appear as if, to the common glance, it might just be a natural formation of the rock, but it's been shaped in that way. You can see that the erosion is done by some sort of very powerful, almost perfect blade. But it's not inherently magical. There's no writing on it. It is just almost, you get the idea that this is a marker.
And it's made out of rock.
It's just made from the natural rock.
Okay.
Cool.
Anyway, there's probably not much more to it, but something to think about, isn't it? Why here? Why this marker? That's what it is, a marker. Who created it?
Yeah. All very valid questions.
Well, let's ponder it while we make our way forward with our best leaders forward, hey? Our greatest minds and strongest people up the front.
That sounds like me and you at the back.
Yes.
So you're going to make your way down this pass that has been indicated by the shadow. You begin making your way. The pass that you start following itself, you already can tell that the reason that the riddle kind of indicates go until the rock turns to golden glitters is because there are many little smaller pathways building away from this pass. There's even a faint trickle of a stream that runs down the very middle of this very narrow-looking valley. And you don't see anything gold or glittering as you begin making your way down it. I am going to want to know a marching order and passive perceptions.
Okay.
Okay.
None.
So who's at the front?
I can go to the front.
So Aerois leading the way. Ayla,
I'll probably be in the middle.
where's Scaldy in the wagon? Are you guys riding the wagon?
I'd like to sit. Can I sit with
You can sit now,
Scully?
yeah, two people
Like,
can sit on the front, yeah.
with Scully, yeah.
Yep.
Put a wagon in the middle, maybe.
So Aerois and Ayla up front, wagon with Scaldy, Nova, and Scorb, and then Piri and Lucius at the back.
Yeah.
Okay, and then who's got the highest passive perception out of everybody?
15.
15?
13.
15? So 15, so it was...
Front and back.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, you begin making your way through the passage, and you travel for a couple of hours. It winds, you see many different paths leading off, but it is almost like one narrow valleyed pass leading deeper and deeper into the mountains for this time. There's slight changes in elevation, but at no point do you see anything that glitters or gold. After about an hour and a half, Aerois at the front, you spot that up ahead there is what appears to be, it's kind of the first sign of, not life, but the first sign of activity of anything you've seen. And you can see a bunch of weapons and like discarded bits of armor, like a little helmet. And they're just kind of strewn about the land. And you can see it's a deep valley. You've got these kind of tall ridges, elevated paths up above, leading down into this narrow valley that the wagon's going along, the little thin stream going down the middle of it.
I've played Lost Mines of Fandor. I know how this goes.
Can I see if there's any like traps or anything, or any like signs of like a lookout post or anything?
I don't see anything.
Oh, okay.
I don't see anything.
I don't like it.
You just see, it's almost like, yeah, just kind of scattered randomly, like a little short sword, little axe, little helmet. They look goblin-sized. Little plates of goblin armor.
Can I fly up to one of the ridges?
You haven't seen this yet, because you're at the back. So the wagon and everything is blocking your vision. Aerois is the only one who's seen it so far.
Can I tell the team? Just be like,
Team!
just let them know that there's...
Assemble!
Yeah.
It looks a bit sketchy.
Yeah, you tell the team. Tell the team what you want.
Okay. Guys, I want you to stay calm. Okay? There's activity, there's signs of, like, I don't know what, there's armor and weapons strewn about, like maybe, I don't know, there could be like a goblin fight or an ambush, or I don't know. But just keep your eyes peeled, keep your wits about you, because can Scorp turn around in this? Is it too narrow?
Oh no, you can turn around. It's quite wide. You've got like 10, 15 feet base. And the pathways aren't super high up. They're like 20 feet above you.
Okay.
So it's kind of like this kind of shallow valley with elevated paths, and then you're kind of making your way down the middle bit.
Okay. Just keep your
And
wits
you can
about
see that there are strange like rock formations, like little outcroppings of rocks here and there, like up on the taller paths, like you get like some boulders or like some natural kind of like grown rock formations. Down in the stream, there's a couple of like bulbous looking rocks, almost like
Rock traps.
stalagmites
From the
but
ground.
Stalagmites, but they're not underground. They're like kind of these pointy rock
Jagged.
formations.
Do you want me to fly over and see?
Well, we could just leave the wagon behind for a bit and then just head forward, see if there's anything.
Yeah.
Better if there's an ambush that attacks us rather than a score in a wagon.
Or they could wait until we're past and then steal the wagon from behind us.
It's little eyes.
They could.
Unless someone stays behind.
Maybe see what you
Well,
can
I'll
see.
need to stay with the
and
wagon.
then we can
so-
decide.
I can happily fly and see if there's anyone hiding.
I could run ahead.
I think height might
Very
be the
brave.
advantage.
I just mean I run in, run out.
You could
The
run in.
moment I see
They
anything.
could have a net. They could have thrown weapons at you.
Is there any? So can I see the same thing that Aerois has seen?
Yeah, now that
Is
she's
there any-
now that she's pointed it out, everybody sees.
Is there any sign of bodies or gore
No.
or anything?
Nope.
Nothing at all. Just
Nope,
equipment.
just scattered equipment.
Is there any dust?
Nope.
So it's not like the lightning hit them.
Oh, they got snapped.
That's what it is.
Just, from the dust.
Okay.
Any signs of eagles just taking them away? No, I don't know what that would look like. Just feathers.
Just,
I've described what you
Goblin
see.
just
bits.
armors on the ground.
I have given you all the visual information that you are able to spot and process. So, Lucius,
Flying
you're
up.
just going to fly over? Like, you're just going to... Where are you flying? Just down the valley?
I'm gonna fly up
And then towards the
and
scattered
then
stuff?
over the scattered stuff, but
Okay.
with an elevation of about above the side parts, about 20 feet above that.
About 20 feet above the side parts. Okay. So, Lucius, as you fly over and you get close to the scattered equipment, lightning quick, you watch one of these rocky formations seems to split in half, and a big unblinking eye emerges from the rocks. Like what was perfect rock before, it opens like an eyelid, and this huge mouth opens, and these tendrils come to try and grab you.
The rocket set to the
I don't like
entire
this.
rocket
I don't like
itself.
this. No. No.
Does a 15 hit you?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
One of them just hits you and wraps around you. As it wraps around,
Tentacle.
you feel your muscles go weak as this contact of this sticky, slimy tendril wraps around you. No saving throw, you just feel weak. You are currently 20 feet in the air. As it restrains you, it wraps your wings up and you land on the ground. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on this elevated platform, and then the tongue begins retracting into the mouth. You're pulled 20 feet towards it, and then it bites you.
So I'm weak, so I can't do anything about this.
You can on your turn. You can escape it on your turn. You are currently restrained, and you have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
It's a hell of 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's like whoosh, and then chomp. That has advantage technically to hit you. Let's just see if I get a 20. No, it doesn't. So that would be a 24 to hit.
I'm not answering that, Mark.
That's going to be 11, 13, 20 points of piercing damage.
20.
As this thing just chomp, and it has you in its mouth, and it's digestive
What the
juices
hell?
are spilling over you. And I believe that's going to be initiative, everybody.
To be fair, eaten by a mountain, that's how I want to go.
You ever looked at ropers, Chris?
Fuck's sake.
No, I haven't.
Ropers.
dear.
No, I wanna.
My streak is over.
So Ayla, total
5.
Piri,
8.
Nova,
20.
Oh, no.
Lucius,
13.
Aerois,
7.
Oh, wow, I have to go
Oh my
first.
god.
and then Scaldy Ravenscar, 12.
And then
Don't forget, score but basically goes on your initiative.
Awesome.
So you can just make him do what he wants, or you can basically tell him that if Scaldy's driving him, then Scaldy can decide what he does.
Okay, cool.
Because he'll just drive it and you've just got the stats.
All right.
Cool. So Nova, you see this happen. Lucius is flying over, looking around, ew, and then you just watch this rock split, eye, tendril grab, fall, drag, bite. Like that. It's super quick.
Oh,
like it was
shit.
waiting for prey.
Okay.
Oh, is that a picture of what it actually is?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's not a friendly boy.
So it looks like a stalactite, but with a big mouth and an eye, and then tentacles that
Called a roper.
It's called
Oh my
roper.
god.
Yeah. How far away is he?
So I'd say that he wasn't too far. Well, this thing would have waited until while you guys were out of range. He started flying forward. I'd say he's like 60 feet down the valley.
Sugar.
But he's 60 feet, and then there is like a small 20 slope about 10, 15 feet up, and then he's up on this elevated
Be with you in a
area.
few minutes, Lucius.
Are there any other
Dead.
stalactite mites?
There are.
Way
Yeah, there are.
There's loads.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Whether or not they are these creatures, because you can see that it was just one rock amongst many, and this is the only one that's snapped to life.
Yeah, but I don't trust.
You don't know.
I don't trust this. A rock just came to life, Mark. I don't trust any of them.
Yep.
So it'll be about 60 and then 20 up. Okay. Poopsicles.
Jeez.
How near is the nearest rock formation? If I start
About-
going towards Lucius?
I'd say 30 feet, and it's the one on the same level as you are. It's down by the stream.
Okay.
What are you doing, Nova?
Is it?
What are you doing?
How
Nova.
I'll Eldritch blast the thing, the rock.
Which one?
The Lucius rock.
Okay.
Can I blast the tentacles? Trying to sever the tentacles?
I believe you can try. You can certainly try.
Okay.
It's the tongue that's holding him, isn't it?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
19 on one, natural 20 on the other!
Whoa.
19 is the total, or is that the dice?
So 19 is the dice plus 7 each.
Okay, so yeah, both hit.
So 27 and 26.
That's a hell of a roll.
It's not.
Need
You
that.
got a natural 20 on one, so roll that and double it for the crit.
8.
16.
16.
16.
That one alone is enough to blast and just obliterate the tentacle wrapped around Lucius. You're no longer restrained, and as it comes loose, as it's no longer touching your skin, you feel strength rushing back into your limbs.
Okay, and then the second one is a 10.
Wow.
10.
Nice.
Yeah, you destroy another one of its tendrils.
10 pills. 10.
But you watch as you blast these two tendrils, just more seem to come out of its mouth. But it's no longer
It's
restraining
not got
Lucius.
Lucius. Then,
Yeah. Okay, that's just your action. Would you like to move?
No.
Okay, so you're going to stay where you are, 60 feet away. Okay.
I don't trust these rocks.
Lucius, you actually go because you've got the high dex.
I do. Sick.
You've got the same initiative as it, but you have the high dexterity. So.
I'm going to cast Polymorph on it.
Oh. Okay.
You have
Wisdom
polymorph,
saving throw.
interesting.
With my crown.
Oh, that's true. Yes, with the crown you do. So wisdom saving throw, you say?
Yeah, 15.
Oh, 15. 7 plus 3, 10. Fails.
Just turn a mountain into
Turn
a...
into a squirrel.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah.
That works.
I'm going to turn into a squirrel.
See why it can't work.
It's a creature.
It's a creature. Polymorph doesn't just have to work on humanoids, does it? It just,
creature.
It just says a creature. Yeah, yeah. Then it works.
Right.
So you watch as like the crown flares, glittery, sparkly magic just erupts from the crown, covers the creature, and you watch as it into a tiny, cute squirrel. Its huge eyes, big bushy tail, and it like looks around confused.
I'm going to use my movement to go back
Okay.
in the same direction that I flew in.
I mean, technically,
Are you still flying?
it will still
No, I got
Okay.
It has
get
the
an attack opportunity.
no, but it has the
Stats
it
of
has
the
the
squirrel.
stats of a squirrel.
Yeah.
And it has the intelligence of a squirrel.
Yeah, a squirrel. It
Does
still
it
sees
still
him as
know
a
that-
threat. It
It's
still would see him as a
it's still an angry
I want to
squirrel.
eat it.
ferocious.
But it's gonna still.
But even if you're grounded, haven't you still got fly activated?
I don't think
Can I
squirrel
use
has a
fly?
stat. Let's
Is that
use.
an action?
Let's use the stats of a cat.
I think cats are way more vicious.
Yeah, I
Actually,
think
no,
mouse.
squirrels are pretty vicious.
Squirrels are fucking
Rat.
vicious, man. It's still a tiny beast.
Squirrels.
It will attempt an attack of opportunity.
Natural 20, come on.
Plus 0 to hit. A 3, no, a 6.
Oh.
And you're like, get away! Can you fly away?
Yeah, I'm going to fly back the way I
30
came.
feet?
Yes.
Yep.
And then land.
So you fly 30 feet and then land.
Injured as shit.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So action move. Any bonus actions?
I'm going to just say, I think if you hurt it, it's going to turn back into that creature.
It will move 40 feet towards you and try and bite you as a squirrel.
Oh, God, it's coming!
17.
Yeah.
One piercing damage.
This is going to be... it's going to get me eventually.
He's on 4.
It's like biting your legs, like you're bleeding.
hurt it.
Like it's just chomping away at you, but that's all it can do. It can literally just bite you for one point of damage.
Cage the thing.
Scaldy is like, we need to go, right? Should I? She can't reach you with any of her spells. She will hop down off Scorb. She'll hand the reins to Aerois. She'll hop down, like basically run forward 30 feet because you're 60 feet away. Oh no, you moved 30 feet back, didn't you? So she'll cast Healing Word.
I'm so confused.
For 5 hit points.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's 9 turns against
Almost
the
double
squirrel.
digits.
Piri,
What do you want me to
See?
do with this thing?
you see this creature turn into a squirrel and then chase Lucius down and is now on him. Just
Throw it!
You said if I hurt it, it'll turn back into the thing.
You throw it far enough.
I'm gonna run.
yeah, you run up easily enough. You've got like super speed.
I'm gonna boot it.
Make Make an unarmed strike for me. Thomas said what he's doing.
Yeah, but it's a kind of kick where you kind of like get some purchase under it and like launch it rather than impact it.
You want a rugby kick.
Unarmed strike.
Yeah, make an unarmed strike. Basically, make an unarmed strike as if you're making an attack.
14 plus 6.
Hits.
I mean, it's a squirrel.
Let me just check its AC. FaceTime, Face ID. AC 12, you hit.
Right. 1d6. Wait. Yeah, 1d6 plus 3. 4 plus 3. I'll do a stunning strike on that.
Make a strength check for me. I want to see how far you can boot it.
How far I yeet this squirrel.
Jeez.
Yeet.
15 plus 4.
Okay.
No, 15 plus 1. 16.
But eating a squirrel is
Yeah. And you deal damage, and you want to make a stunning strike as well.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. What kind of saving throw is that? That's a key point.
Stunning strike.
Stun that twat.
Con save.
Con 18.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it passes.
Well, actually, no. It's using the squirrel stats
using
temporarily.
squirrels.
I mean, that's still going to be a 15 plus something.
Yeah, that still passes.
15 basically. Still.
Yeah, it passes.
But you get up, you watch as Piri just boots this squirrel off of Lucius. It flies through the air. I will say because you run up onto the thing. You've got enough movement where you can run up onto the platform, run the 30 feet. You boot it. Are you booting it towards the lower part?
40 feet. I get 40 feet of run up, which is an extra momentum.
Well, no, it's because you've got to get up onto the side, the elevated side, and then run to Lucius. Is what I'm saying. Takes you 10 feet. You flew back, did you just fly straight back, or did you go down to the lower part?
Said
Through the route that I came back. And
Okay, so you're on the lower part of the string. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, so you just run 30 feet up.
Okay.
And then boot it.
And then
so you
boot
just boot it like away. I'd say you kick it about 10 feet, which is a pretty amazing kick.
It's a squirrel.
Yeah. How far do you think you could kick a squirrel?
That's lighter than a football. Don't make me Google stuff again.
Okay. You kick,
I've already been told I'm
kick
that
it
guy.
15 feet.
15. Not a great football
three
kick,
of me.
but sure.
Is it not? I don't watch football. I don't know how far a football can be.
You watch American
Kim.
Kids. 3
Kim.
Kims. I'm 5 foot.
Oh, okay. So what's like? I'm trying to think. What's like a
football
A
field
rugby
away.
ball.
You
a
can't
rugby
kick an
ball.
entire football field, can you?
Think
Actually,
American
football, they do kick them quite
Like, yeah.
far.
What's Google? What is a good football kick?
The thing is, what you got to consider is, as soon as it turns back into a rock, its weight's
Its
gonna
weight changes, and it basically takes. It's got 1 hit point.
But-
so as soon as it gets booted, it's pretty much going to
boom.
transform.
But would it? It's got momentum though, so it's a mountain traveling as fast as a squirrel was through the sky.
Let's just Google what a good football kick is.
80 miles per hour.
What's the length of a football?
Like
80 miles.
longest American football field kick or something.
I've got no idea.
So the
Kim's
length of a football pitch.
I need it in feet though, Kim. I'm not gonna look. It goes.
90
I will
meters.
say. I don't know how far that is in feet, Kim.
Google that.
Well,
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's 90 meters in feet?
It's actually
It's not available.
What?
Siri.
I'm gonna say
What is
60 feet.
30 feet.
90
360 feet.
meters?
90 meters is 360 feet.
No, it says
295 feet.
I don't
Is
know,
what
is
the
it?
length of a football field?
Oh, the
It's
American
90
one.
meters.
That's an American one.
295 feet.
It's
So
200.
half that, so let's say 150,
Right.
which is a field goal.
Okay, 150 feet. All right, sure. Sure. That's baseball, I think. Sure. However, Trot does have it right in that as soon as it takes the damage, it will transform back. It will keep some of its momentum, which is why it will go half.
Okay,
So, 100 feet.
sure.
You kick it 100 feet
That's
away.
pretty good.
That's pretty
That's
good.
a pretty good squirrel kick.
And then halfway through, it transforms into this rocky creature. How much damage did you do in the end?
Oh,
Like 4 plus 3. Right?
yeah, it was like 7 damage.
7 points of damage. And then it just, bam, lands on the ground. I'll have it take 30 feet of falling damage, because you kicked it far, but its arc probably would have been about that.
Yeah.
It takes another 11.
What does the underside of it look like?
You can see the underside of it is these thousands of these tiny little legs, like these little suction legs.
All right, pretend I didn't ask.
Suction legs. Or like centipede legs.
So messed
And you
up.
hear this kind of like, and then it's like rights itself with a tentacle.
Skittering towards us. Oh.
I need to see the picture again.
skittering around. After that incredibly long turn, anything else you'd like to do, Piri?
Can you tell that none of us like watch sports?
Yeah.
I mean, I do watch American football, but I couldn't tell you like how far in feet a field goal is. I don't
Kim,
know.
is it-
I know that when they kick it, it's good.
We also
I went
did
to the pub
the...
last night and football came on and it got really loud, so we left.
Anything else on your turn,
sports.
Tom?
How much falling damage did it take?
About 11.
Okay. No, I mean, I've done my move. I've done my everything else.
Orion.
So
How far away is it now?
yeah.
It's 130 feet away from you.
And is it on the top bit or the bottom bit?
It's on the bottom, in the main kind of
Oh, so
bottom
it's like
of the map.
right in our way.
Yeah, it's like right in front of you, basically, now.
But it was a great
Could
line
have just
kick.
run away from it.
Could have
Should
done.
have kicked it over the mountain.
Shouldn't.
Oh, it's in the way that you need to go.
150 feet away.
Should have kicked it backwards.
So we've got time.
smack someone in the
Is it how fast
Probably
is
shouldn't have
movement
kicked the
speed? Is it
squirrel.
like-
Yeah.
You don't know, you
I
haven't
don't
seen
know.
it move yet.
Okay.
You haven't seen this thing actually move on its tiny legs.
You're lucky you didn't like
Oh,
latch
grim.
with your feet or something.
Squirrels.
It was a squirrel form at the time.
Was it
Yeah,
50
they
feet
could have
away?
like, you know.
Squirrels could have latched on.
It's much nicer.
Sadly, it used its reaction trying to bite Lucius.
150 feet away.
Ropers are great.
It's about 130.
130.
Don't look at its
Just out of
stats.
I'm looking at pictures of it, like this one.
Share with everybody.
well cute.
Share.
Share with the team.
Describe it for the podcast.
It's
Can I-
very cute.
Let's not describe it for the podcast. Rian's taking her turn.
Oh, yeah.
please.
Can I, as a bonus action, move 10 feet up?
Yes.
And then cast Guiding Bolt 120 feet?
If that's the range, yeah. You
Yeah.
can absolutely do that. Yeah. So you move, and
Yeah.
then you cast Guiding Bolt.
Yeah.
Boom.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da, so I gotta do my thing.
Attack roll, I believe,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
with the shield.
Yar.
What level is Guiding Bolt on that shield?
This is base level.
Yeah, base level.
It's the 3d6.
Yeah, no, just get jealous.
Oh, no, is that... Can't tell what that is. That's a 6. So that is... can't do maths. 11.
11 is not enough. It does impact against its side, but the creature is made from stone, and as the bolts hit its stony exterior, it just doesn't beat its armor class. So, sadly not. Anything else you'd like to do?
We've got time.
Ayla, you're
I
next.
think
So,
Scorb
about
is
what you wanna do.
good. I think we're good.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. Ayla,
So I would
it's
like.
130 feet.
Yeah. So 10 feet forward. Javelin of lightning.
Okay.
oh yeah, I
Right, that's
forgot about that thing.
It says, forming a line 5 feet wide that extends out from you to a target within 120 feet.
Okay.
But it said, I don't know, it says range 30 feet / 120 feet. So
Yeah,
does that
that's
mean-
fine. I think you can make it with the maximum range of the spell. So yeah, or the ability. So yeah, but you make a ranged weapon attack, right?
Anything else?
Cool.
With the javelin.
A lightning javelin too.
21?
Just hits.
Really?
It thuds into it. Basically, you see the javelin strikes in. It breaks the stony exterior, and it hits whatever creature is beneath the stony camouflage.
Covered
It's
in
made from
rock.
stone, so it's just like
Man,
you hear it
21.
like crack and split.
So you made the dexterity saving throw.
That's only the creatures in a line before it, right? When the actual creature, it's just it deals with
creature,
javelin
lightning
damage and then
bolts,
takes lightning damage.
Against the target. Okay, so yeah, it just takes it. Right, so
But,
it's like
yeah,
it
it takes
says
the javelin
on a
damage
hit,
and
it takes the damage from the javelin plus the lightning damage.
There you go. So yeah, it just takes
So,
it. Doesn't get to make a saving throw. You-
So that is so that's 8 plus.
8 plus 2d6.
10,
Wait, what?
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lightning damage.
17 lightning damage, and then
How?
you had the 8 previous.
8
damage.
previous damage.
So 17 lightning damage.
Damn!
It's 46 lightning damage. It's not crazy.
Yeah, I know, but
It's good, but it's like once you've used the javelin, that's it. It's now stuck in it and it goes dull.
Oh, okay.
So the javelin is like stuck out of this thing and it goes a dull grey color as it's expended its charge for the day.
Still.
Good day.
still.
Yeah, and you hear like it's and you hear this kind of hideous like, and it turns abruptly. Nova. We'll try and finish this combat off and then we'll take a break. Sid.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast through it again.
Okay.
Why not? Worked once. Didn't work again. 18, one is 18, one is 4 plus 7.
Add it up, I need the
So
totals.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
That hits.
And one, and the other one probably doesn't, it'll be 11. 11?
No.
11, yeah.
Anything above 20 will hit.
1 point of damage.
Whoa.
Yes. You just graze it with this purple blast of eldritch power that scores past it, just clipping it to the side. Lucius. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
D10, 1, only 1 hit.
I did all my good stuff in the previous round.
How far is it right now?
Sorry, Sid?
Your camera's gone.
Oh,
His camera's gone. Okay, cool.
well, should we take a break there then and finish this off?
Yeah.
If the camera's done?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back.
break.
We're going to take our break now, and then Sid's going to
I think Sid's on his way
If
there,
Sid's on his
so-
way in, then we're just going to keep playing.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh.
Okay, Sid heard it.
yeah,
Right,
we'll
we're going to take a
a
break then, and then Sid's going to fix the camera, and then we'll be back. Nobody can see me. So we'll take a break. We'll see you in 5.
Continue fighting this boy.
Lol, technical problems. Welcome back. I have a camera. Hopefully, I will continue to have a camera.
Nice.
You join us as we are mid-combat with the party against a roper as they are making their way towards the Midwife's Forge, deep in the Stormwall Mountains, along in a deep valleyed pass. The party have encountered a wild roper as it attacks, and I believe it is Lucius's turn. So stop drinking, take a turn.
And start
Thinking.
How far away is it from me
So it was
right now?
kicked. So you were 30 feet ahead of like the wagon, and then it was kicked about 100 feet in front of you.
70 feet.
No, it was
No,
kicked
100.
130.
It's 130 from us, it's 100 from you.
I launched it.
I'm going to move into a range of 90 feet, so 10 feet forward.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Melf's Acid Arrow on it. at
Okay.
Second level.
Great.
Thank you. That's a 5.
So total?
That's a 10. 12.
12. Not enough, unfortunately. The acid splashes across his stony exterior.
Yep.
I thought it did like guaranteed damage. Is it?
On a hit.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like to stuff
That's an
nearby
acid
it.
splash.
Oh. Okay.
Nope, that's what Trot says the spell does, so I'm pretty sure it does damage.
On a hit, the target takes 44 and immediately 2d4 on the next turn. On a miss, it splashes the target for half as much initial damage.
For God's sake.
There's all these dice here.
See, sometimes it's good to be that guy.
No, Tom, I was just like, nope, that's what Chris Trot says the spell does, Tom Hazel. Let us carry on.
Fine, I'll take my inspiration away.
Still missed the trick.
How do you...
Wow!
6.
A 4, a 4, a 3, and a 1.
So is that half? So you
That's
did 12
half already.
So it takes 6.
Damn.
So you watch as the acid splashes over it, pocking the stony exterior. So that was Lucius's turn. So we go to
Does it bubble?
Scaldi,
Oh.
who will simply move up and heal Lucius for 6 points of HP.
Thanks.
Piri,
So it's mega far away right now.
from you it's 100 feet.
So in the turn that's just gone round, it did like a
Why are you
screech
making that
roar
face?
thing.
Dichromancy.
Dichromancy.
Oh, you're going to do Dichromancy, are you? Is it in it's 90 feet? 60 feet?
Melf's Acid Arrow.
Yep. What's the range on Dichromancy?
I feel like I'm being schooled and punished.
I mean, I'm not. That was a genuine question. I said it in a really shitty way. That was unintentional. It was a
60 feet. No,
There
I
you go.
can't.
So you can't. I couldn't remember.
So yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's go before Piri.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
After Lucius.
Oh, yeah.
It moves 10 feet away. It's
Away?
like,
It's as far as... Oh!
and it's running away from you.
Running
but
back
it's
to his
like
family.
It's running away from
it's
us.
running away from you. Yeah, you've hurt it. It's
We
not.
could
Gonna, it's
just
not gonna.
casually walk up and be like, hey.
Punt it again.
Yeah, but it moves at 10 feet around. So yeah, it's like.
It did
So
a
it's now
little-
110 feet away from you, Piri.
Great. I mean, I'm not catching up to it, but yeah, it did a little screech when it was hit last time, I think, by the lightning.
Mm-hmm.
When it screeched, did any of the other stalagmites, did they like
Make a perception.
wriggle? They're like, oh shit. 15 plus perception, 18.
18? No. In fact, you don't think that there are any more of these creatures.
Are we catching it before it meets up with the others?
I think it's too fast.
Can you go get my javelin back?
Oh, it is running away with Ayla's
Can you go
javelin.
get my javelin back?
I mean, fine.
You're faster than me.
I'll do an 80 foot with the dash. So I'm like,
Boosters engaged. Piri just
I'll be back.
runs down this corridor.
I'm
So
now
you're like
30 feet
30
away.
feet away from
Yeah.
it. Yeah. It's not getting away from you, I tell you that much. Araya.
Oh god, now it's going to turn
I
around.
mean, I could stop it moving entirely if you wanted to.
I'm way too far away now.
He's gone.
I could stop it from moving entirely!
Like
No point.
I'm gonna do Slayer's Prey as a bonus action and then just try and shoot it with my longbow.
Okay. Yeah. Has it got a range on Slayer's Prey?
Slayer's Prey, I don't think it does. Oh, yeah, no.
Did it do like a really slow turn and its eye was like,
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
60 feet.
Okay, so it's currently 110 feet, but you moved up last
I
time.
moved up 10 feet, so it's 100 feet.
You were 90 feet away from it, so it's now 100 feet away from you, yeah.
So, I could I...
no, you were 120 for guiding bolt.
No, she moved up for 100. She moved up within 90.
Oh.
can I walk up 30 feet?
Yeah. Then
And
you'd
then-
be 90 feet away. No, you'd be 70 feet away.
Yes.
Not quite enough.
You could just shoot
I'm just,
it.
just gonna pot shot it.
Yep. Pull out the longbow.
Yeah.
Dunk.
Shoot-unk. So,
I mean,
where
last
am I?
time
Longbow.
Yeah.
destroyed a
She
goblin's
did have
brain.
Slayer's Prey and stuff.
I guess you missed that actually. Like a natural 20 from like 200 feet away. Just one shot the thing.
14 total. It's not,
It's not enough.
No.
Nope, the arrow dink off its stony hide as it slowly begins creeping away. Ayla. You can run after it as well.
hilarious.
Yeah,
You
how
can dash.
bad do you want your
Sure.
javelin?
I'll just dash, which
So-
is 90 feet from me.
So you are now,
How are you faster than me?
but you were slightly further away. You were 120, weren't you? So you're now next to Piri. Like Ayla just comes running on your left.
I'm left.
I can't believe you're faster than me.
Nova.
I'm very smug about that.
I mean, I guess she really
my
wants that
thing.
javelin. Like, I think as soon as
It's really cool.
yeah, as I see Ayla
They're
run off,
running
I'd be like,
after it.
"How badly do you want the javelin?"
Real bad.
Okay, sorry. 12 plus 7, 7, 8, 19.
19's not enough.
Nope, and I miss both of them.
They hit, but they're just not penetrating through this stony boulder-like exterior as it blasts it. Lucius.
I will cast a second acid. Actually, yes.
And also use cantrips, just as a reminder. Cantrips are there to be used, and they do go up in damage.
However, it's a guaranteed hit with Mel's acid.
Yeah, it does. It does guarantee damage. Yeah.
It's got a high AC, so I'm gonna fire it.
Okay. Go for it.
Yes, that's missed damage again.
15.
You really slammed the side of that
That's
dice
missed
tray.
Oh, sorry.
Precious wormwood tray. It's alright.
He just steals your dice as well.
It makes it go faster.
It does. I appreciate it.
9 halved to 4, I guess.
Yeah, 4.
But I forgot I'm an elemental adept, so by 1s are 2s, right?
I mean, your class of it.
5.
Don't look at me.
5 damage.
5 damage.
6 damage. 6 damage.
6. It is.
It is 6. It is 6. Yeah.
I hate him.
Come on, I didn't see the red. It's right there.
Lucius's go. Its go, sensing that it's not going to get away from the two things chasing after it, 2 tendrils will towards Ayla and Piri.
Damn.
So Piri, that is a natural 20, so 27.
Oh, God.
Fuck, you're dead. You're dead.
Ayla, 22.
Yeah.
Right, so you're both hit. Their tendrils just wrap around you. You're both restrained. You both have disadvantage on strength checks and saving throws. And then it reels you both.
Oh, so it doesn't do damage.
It does damage. It
Both doing
will.
really well, but you should really stick to your range.
The tendril doesn't do damage. However, it will then reels you both next to it, and then it will bite one of you. To determine which one of you it bites, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, Piri.
The lower hit point.
It has advantage against you for a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
You're going to take 22 piercing damage.
Oh.
He's angry.
Oh. 20.
Bites down desperately on you
2.
Is this-
Okay.
in
Okay.
fight or flight.
I'm on 120.
But they can only make
Fine,
one
I'm
bite.
fine.
So Ayla, you're just wrapped up next to it as it chomps on Piri. After their go, it is Scaldy Raymond Scars,
Go Scaldy.
who will just look at this mess and be like, I've got nothing. I'll get back on Scorb. It's on the rack.
Great.
Piri,
So I'm restrained.
you are restrained. A restrained creature's speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. If you would like to escape, it is your move action, and you will need to make a strength check.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Yep.
So strength check.
You have disadvantage because the numbing paralysis of the roper's touch.
It was an unnatural 20 and then a 1.
Oh,
so
you are
5.
still restrained.
Right.
It's just your move.
That's
You're
my
kind of
move.
wrapped up. Feel weak.
In that
can't move.
case, I'm going to use a key point and just wail on this thing.
4 unarmed strikes. Bam, 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 bam.
But all of them have
Kicking it.
All of them are
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
All of them have disadvantage.
12 and 10. Unarmed strike plus 6, so 18.
Not
No.
enough.
10 and 1, so no. 7 and 1, so no. One more. 13 and so 18. No, sorry, 19.
19's not enough. You just.
Wow.
And you're punching a rock. You're just like.
I'm punching the tentacle.
You're like,
Does the tentacle not have a different AC?
well, you just said you were attacking. I didn't realize you were attacking the tentacle.
Oh, I'm literally just restrained, punching my stomach. It's wrapped around me.
Okay, it's very distinct to attack the tentacle to attack the creature because the tentacle has a different AC.
Oh, right, sorry.
Actually, the tentacle has the same AC, so you don't hit.
Actually, I just lied to you.
I thought it did.
punching the thing that's wrapped around me, and that's doing nothing.
You don't have enough strength to break it. You're like punching it.
Oh, okay, fine.
Nope. Ayla.
the key point.
Okay.
So you can try and escape as you move.
Yeah, I'm gonna rage.
So that will negate the disadvantage. So you just have a straight up strength throw, basically. Strength check.
26.
You rip the tentacles free as lightning courses down your veins. Piri wrapped up and pathetic next to you.
Yeah.
You bring the hammer up. You got your full action.
I will attack it.
Attack twice. Yep. Reckless.
No, because I didn't say it. So, 20.
Just hits.
The other one doesn't.
Okay, so one hit.
9 damage. Plus.
I failed the dex.
It rolled to a 1 from a 4. That's annoying. So 1.
One good crack, lightning crackles down.
And
Still
can
alive.
I just take my javelin back?
Technically, it is an action to retrieve your javelin, so no. But you do give it a good smacking. Nova.
Just hit the javelin in further.
I like how this one creature, which is very much like an easy encounter, is just taking ages. Because it's just, again, a
It
comedy
was just
of
too
errors.
far away.
Yeah. So because somebody booted it.
I mean, this is an easy encounter.
Yeah.
It's like grabbing everybody, chomping down for a chunk of damage.
Yeah.
Speak yourself, I'm just in the back.
Yeah, like most of the party's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I'll
suppose.
just hop off the wagon and like move closer.
Move
'cause
30
I'm
feet.
just, like,
Yeah. It's not moved on its turn, it's given up. It's now just trying to fight.
yeah, but I should probably try and get closer to it.
We're going this way anyway, so.
Yeah, it was running in
my
the direction
theory
that you were
is
leaving.
I'm going this way anyway, and he's taking my javelin, so I'm running after.
Yeah.
And also,
No, I didn't.
okay, fine, the javelin's more important.
Nova?
Is it bonus action to dash?
No, action to
It's
dash.
action dash. Okay, in which case I'll just go 30 feet.
And then use that good old warlock spell.
I've got so many other things that it's not going to happen. No, 10 and a 2.
First to hit. Lucius.
Such a high AC.
Fireball. 16
Fireball.
plus 7.
That'll
Cantrip.
hit.
23 hits.
23. D10.
It's 2d10 because
it's
you're level
2.
5.
2.
10.
10. 12.
12 points of
Nice.
damage. This scorching blast of fire erupts against the creature's eye and it kind of as it turns to face away.
It made a
Yeah.
squelch noise, that's
That was
good.
you.
Yeah, it was-
Its go. It'll just try and rope Ayla again for a 14.
No.
This time you kind of like it grabs onto the hammer and you yank it back and it doesn't get a good grip on you.
Piri, however.
Uh-oh.
Natural 20.
Oh, you're so dead. You're so dead.
No! He is
fuck.
actually.
Bye,
He
everybody.
is actually.
You're gonna get eaten.
I've got to go.
I might legitimately die.
Face the truth.
It's a lot of damage too by the looks of things.
That's gonna be 52 points of damage because it's a crit. It doubled it.
Well, take 15 away from that.
15 away from 52 would be
30.
47, 37.
My max is 37.
Are you serious?
I can't believe it. I can't believe
I've
it.
literally.
Are you for real?
I'm serious. My maximum 37. That's
37.
exactly lethal.
Let me work out the exact damage.
I mean, does it need to do more than my...
What was the damage?
I'm just checking in my head. I've moved it
I've got a
down.
calculator up right now.
I've got 15 HP,
20
37 max, so it
20
needs to do 52.
It was 21. No, sorry, it was 21 plus thingy. It was 20. Hang on, what was it? Where's its damage bonus? 21 plus.
Oh my god.
It was 26. Doubled 52. No, I did. Okay. This is a correction. I doubled its +4 as well. It was.
So minus 4.
It would have been 40. Yeah, -4. So it would have been 40.
Oh my god.
I doubled its +4. I just
48.
doubled the total damage.
48.
Wow! Holy fuck!
Oh my god.
Munch.
So if the rules were slightly different, that was exactly lethal.
Could you make an injury roll?
Yeah, can you make a con saving throw?
Not Piri as well.
So that's going to be DC 24.
DC 24.
Yep, because it's half the damage you take.
And it's con save. 9.
Yep, roll a d20, and
I
I've
have
got to try and
inspiration
find my.
for that.
No, I'm gonna stop doing that.
I mean, that's the point. I did have inspiration. I got rid of it because I that guyed it earlier.
Yeah.
But
What if you lose an arm?
I'm not sitting here with an arm behind my back. Again, 18.
Oh,
There, you're fine. Cuts and bruises.
cuts and bruises.
Jesus Christ!
Didn't even need to look it up.
Intense.
My
Time to
heart.
go.
You are, however, on
boys.
0 HP. And it is Scaldy's go. Scaldy will move and dash.
Oh, I think it's
Well,
my
she's
go.
actually just going to get scored to start moving up. So
I think it's my go before that.
Scorb
so
is-
do I do
Nope,
that
it's
save?
not. No,
30,
Scaldy's
30.
at 12.
Oh.
You are next now.
Oh, okay.
Scaldy literally just gets scored and she moves 80 feet. With
As you're being chopped to death, how much do you like the javelin?
Piri, death saving throw.
F save 17.
13. Okay.
Oh, so that's
Ayla.
one success.
Can't handle this, man. Jesus Christ!
I was like, I'm just gonna check the damage. And I was like,
God.
21 plus 4, it's a 22 plus thingy.
I'm gonna use the ointment on him.
Okay, go
The
on.
Slav.
Slav, healing
The
Slav.
Slav.
Get the Slavs!
That's
Rose
access
Meadows.
to
So
apply,
it's
isn't
2d8
it?
plus 2 hit points.
2d8 plus 2.
Yep.
Might be loose Mick. 10 HP on Piri.
Okay.
As you kind of, whilst fighting this creature, you see his lifeless body half sticking out of his mouth. You just like,
Apply
rub it over his back.
apply the healing slab.
Healing Slav has been
I
applied. So
try
I believe
and-
it's an action to apply the Slav.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, you can't pull him free.
You ruined my dream, Katie. I said earlier in the fight, if I want to die, it's eaten by a mountain.
You jinxed. I mean, you were pretty upset a second ago when you thought you were actually
Can
going to
bonus
die.
action still make a zappy?
Oh yeah, he's
7.
3 points of lightning damage.
3 points.
Oh,
He's so close to
God.
as it's blasted with lightning. That was Ayla's go. So we go back up to. Sorry, Aerois. I missed Ariah's go.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
When did you last go?
End this thing.
She should. No, it was, I just missed. I went from Piri straight to Ayla, and it should go Piri, Aerois thingy. She shot it last time, but missed.
I'm gonna shoot it again!
Yep.
Spray still.
14 plus. That's 20?
20 hits.
Yay! And a
You
D8
line up
plus.
the eye.
D8 plus 3.
You get sneak attack because there's allies within range.
Okay, well that's an 8, so that's 9, 10, 11.
You had
Plus
the
sneak
spray
attack
on it.
Plus
as
a
well.
D6. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
That's a 6!
Oh, that's full
11,
damage.
12,
here.
13,
damage.
14, 16, 17.
Pull back on the bow, arms straining. Ayla, you feel like a rush of wind past your ear as the eye explodes in juices as the arrow just thuds. And then the body's creature just flops and falls
Yay!
Take my javelin back.
Oh, I hate this. I hate everything about this place.
Are you down?
in. No, he got.
Oh, I got healed.
You got slaved.
He did get slapped.
Are we okay with the
Crikey.
salve that we know it's
It's
salve,
healing
right?
salve, yes. But
Okay.
I called
He
it.
called it slab. He
It's
did a
been going
mark.
on for a while.
It's an in joke.
Slab.
And you see the body of this dead creature.
I'll just I've got the slab, and I'll just pat him on the face.
Oh, thank you.
You want to do another one?
No.
More
No.
goo.
Just rubbing it in.
It's gone now.
No, okay. Does it only have one charge?
I had 2, and I've used
Oh,
both.
you've used both, yeah. Okay, fair.
They gone. I'm out.
Okie
Just
dokie.
hear the clacks of Scorb.
Remember when you joined us and I said, "Are you sure?" Because you know we're carrying 2 bodies already.
Proof.
Just saying.
I need to fix my watch.
Okay.
I need to fix my watch.
I don't know what that does.
And then I'm
Okay.
getting out of here. I'm getting way out of here.
Shall we continue?
Let's continue, please.
I
Let's
got my
go.
javelin back. I didn't take a
Are you
single
sure
point
you
of
don't
damage.
want to take a moment to collect yourselves? It seems like Lucius and
I
Piri are
didn't
quite
take a single
injured.
point of damage.
I'll
Great.
give a healing potion to Lucius.
I mean, they can. It's short rest. They can just spend it.
Or you can go short rest it if you want.
Yeah, don't waste those potions. Jeez.
I'm out.
It's okay. I'll
I've
just
got
take. I'll
nothing
take
left now.
30 minutes and or an hour, and I'll be okay.
Yeah, if
Short
you guys
rest,
just
short
you can sit for an hour and take a short.
We
rest.
have to wait till midday anyway, right?
Okay, let's rest.
I mean, I guess it is midday already because we travelled for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, we did.
Not too far. Yeah.
This is.
So you can take a short rest. You can spend hit dice.
Yeah.
Don't forget you get to add your con bonus for every hit dice you spend.
Thank you.
While
I would
they're
definitely
doing
forget
that,
that.
can I just like spend the time like zapping other rocks just to check?
You just go up and you're like, "Are you one of those?"
Yeah, zap.
Like blast.
Yeah.
Blast. Blast. No, none of the rocks appear to be any more of these creatures.
Okay.
I'm starting to think that we're genuinely just a group of bad luck charms for anybody who joins us ever.
I mean, I did say a few days back that I get people killed, but you kept shushing me, and I was like, yeah, but really I do.
Oh, I am still alive. I've been with you for a little bit of time.
Please don't say that, Scully. Please don't.
Don't
Just
jinx
saying,
it, Scaldy.
it's technically true.
Same here. I've been with you a while. I'm perfectly
it's fine.
fine.
I almost killed you though. Locked you in that room with that thing.
Oh, I've had worse. Don't worry.
That is true. You did almost actually. Yes.
Saved you though.
Yes, that's true.
50-50. You don't know what it's going to be with Nova.
Short rest, people. You guys healed up.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Continuing your journey after your short rest, you soon come across. It's very obvious that one of these passes that leads off this valley that you've been following, the rocks change to a golden color, and you begin to
They're
see
all monsters.
veins of crystal kind of writhing through it, and it catches the midday sun and glitters and sparkles. It seems to lead off into a more narrow, tightly packed pass that winds through the mountains. As you begin following that, you see that the pass leads into another large open area of the mountain. But this one is full of light, prisms of color, all different colors kind of being blended and melded together. As you see tall pillars of translucent crystal rising up out of the ground. Ooh. Around the area you see various rocks encrusted with large quartz-like crystals. But you also see what appear to almost be like crystals carved in humanoid shapes. Creatures like holding up weapons, or some turning to flee. Vague humanoid shapes. And yeah, you can see that each of the 10 pillars is perfectly aligned with each other. They form like a grid of these 10 crystal columns.
This is absolutely stunning. My breath is simply taken away. Beautiful. But I am terrified of every single rock moving, and
You're telling me. So what do we need to find now?
It just says, search the crystal forest for the anvil and follow its route.
Anvil.
Mariah and Lucius, looking into the area, you see one of these kind of boulders with crystals. You see it shift, and you notice that it is a lizard-like creature that's holding perfectly still, and its back has actually kind of grown with crystals, and it appears to have the same coloration as the rocks, kind of helping it blend in. And you can see it's kind of trying to stay still, but it's clearly waiting.
it's got an itch, hasn't it? It wants the witches.
Do you see that? Do you see this?
Everybody, stay calm.
Mariah, you are monstrosities is your favorite enemy, right?
Just have a look and make
so.
sure, 'cause I wanna be sure monstrosities are yes.
Yeah. You know what this is.
Jingle.
This is
It's bad. It's going to kill us real bad.
It's a secret. is
You're
what it
dead.
is.
You're so dead.
I'm mega 12 healed now.
It loves fire ganassi. Nom, 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 nom.
For podcast listeners, Mark just whispered into Rhiannon's ear, and all we got from that was, "Oh shit."
Okay.
It's going really well.
I'll relay that.
Yeah, I'll let you do it. Okay.
So, I don't want to, again, alarm you, but I will.
Well, I'm alarmed. I'm alarmed.
Okay, be alarmed, it's fine. Okay, so there is a lizard, like a reptile.
Where?
Don't look at it.
I don't know where it is.
Don't look at it if I wanted to. I know where it is.
Just point.
Look in this direction. Look in the opposite direction. Look now. Look this way.
Right. So is it that way behind me?
It's behind us. Okay, so look that way.
Okay.
No, Tom.
Right. I'm looking. I'm
No,
looking
look.
forwards.
It's a basilisk. So if you look into its eyes, it'll turn you into crystal.
Will it also attack us as well?
They are predators, yes.
Yes, they will attack you.
We need to go through this?
I know where it is. I've seen it. I'm aware of its presence. I can guide you away from it, but you just have to be extremely careful. There could be more than one. I don't know.
You can guide us around it?
I can try.
Is it just territorial? Or is it just going to come at us?
It's trying to blend in. So I think it's trying to make us think that we haven't seen it, even though we've already seen it.
Right.
How come you didn't get turned to stone when you looked at it just then?
You have to look into its eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It has to be like a direct looking into its eyes, like, or if
I
it
almost
looked
looked
in
at
your
his eyes.
So if you follow me, we can walk around it and avert its gaze. Don't look at it. Okay?
If you put your hands up against the
Put
side of your head like
blinkers,
this,
blinkers, yes.
like a horse.
like
Can
a
the
horse.
wagon fit in here?
Yes, it'll be tight, but it can fit
What if
through the pass. And then once it gets into the large open space with the crystals, the wagon's fine.
Scully, did you hear that?
I did, yes. The difficulty will be the clack Scorb won't understand.
He's a big
If it
target.
sees a creature, he'll
He'll become a crystal
Does it
crab.
Does it react to light? Scorb? Maybe you could get a dancing light and just sort of hang it in front of it.
And
Probably
distract
react
it.
to worms.
Could try and blindfold him.
Worms?
Bag of worms.
Yeah. Bait.
Don't think you will like being blindfolded, but we could try. As long as I don't try and move him too much if he can't see.
Can
he
anyone
shouldn't
speak
panic.
with animals?
Nope.
Araya?
Afraid not.
No.
You seem like the kind who
Cannot.
speaks with animals.
I can't speak with animals, no.
Well, if you can take us around this basilisk without it attacking us, then that's probably the best course of action.
Well, the crystal forest, you can see again, many paths lead away from it.
There's probably not the only one here, though, right?
No, probably not.
And we need to find the anvil.
I can cast fog cloud, maybe.
I was thinking, yeah, could you blind the eyes somehow?
I could try and cast fog cloud. Maybe then it will.
But then it might move.
Yeah,
It might move out of it towards us.
Then we might see another one.
Do the crystals on that thing look different to the other ones? Just the natural ones?
Yeah, they're slightly different, yeah. The crystal creatures have like a bluish hint.
What if-
the tall columns are pure.
What if it saw itself?
How?
Make a nature check for me, alright? Because this is your speciality.
Okay.
12.
12. You have heard that there are things like basilisks and Medusa, gorgons. If they see their own reflection, they're not immune to their own effects. They can turn each other like other basilisks and things like that. They're very competitive creatures. They don't like sharing their space. They tend to be.
They're about to go fight.
Yep, can happen. That's what they do to their rivals. You know that they eat the crystal. That's what they sustain off. They turn people to crystal and they eat it.
Okay.
Does Sentry's shield have anything? Is it shiny?
Solvin
It's
shield.
wooden.
It was
It's mostly
pretty.
wooden.
No, it's metal, but it's very worn down. The bulwark, the light bulwark that you have is very shiny.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
You have
yeah.
the magic shield from the temple.
Yeah.
The thing that's very shiny.
It's very shiny.
I mean, if they're competitive, I mean, it's going to sound crazy, but would it be the worst if this thing followed us around for a little while? If we know where it is, we can keep a track on it, have it follow us around, and then the moment anything comes into range, it'll go crazy, right, against the other thing.
Why don't we just turn them all to crystal with the shield? They'll think it's another basilisk.
But then how are we sure there's another one around?
Yeah.
We can spot them.
We spotted that one.
Well,
I just don't want a basilisk hanging around.
No.
I'm just thinking if we can keep a track of it, make sure we're constantly looking away from it, it would serve as a decent alarm for if another one turns up.
always surrounding ourselves with basilisks.
Basilisks that are
Maybe
just
did-
willing to look at the other one.
Or
And
us.
eat.
And it could attract more, and then we might
It
be.
doesn't
even more
necessarily want to attack the other basilisk more than us.
But
We're big pieces of food.
not yet, we're not.
But we
Yeah,
could be.
pretty sure that we are if it's already.
Look at all this, all these.
What if I created the image of another creature or person or one of us, like over there, and I'd point
That'd
in
be
that
good.
direction, and like I don't know, that could draw more basilisks to it.
You
Or-
said it wants to eat crystals, right?
No, it wants to eat people.
People
It
that it
turns
turns into
people
crystals.
into crystals and then eats them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, you guys are gonna make a decision. Once again, a classic high rollers. You gotta make a call. What are you doing?
Make a big spinning eye that's just looking around all over the place. And the moment something gets all up in it, like trying to look in its eye, perfect.
Why don't you make another basilisk?
That makes a lot of noise and attracts everything.
I just think a human would be tastier than another basilisk.
But if they're very territorial, then.
There are other humans as statues, if you look around.
Up.
Yes.
Yeah,
There you.
Oh.
there's a whole bunch.
Yeah, I missed that.
I've given up. I've
a
given
whole
you the
bunch of
information. Yeah,
I'm
there's,
okay, we need to
there's human
find-
statues. There's goblin statues.
So we need to find an anvil within this area where there is
Certainly,
also a
I mean, you can see most of the area. Like
we
these
see
big,
any
they're like
anvil?
big tree trunks. You don't see a physical anvil anywhere. You see rocks. You see this wide open space, and then these crystal pillars. If anything, they're more like big, large pillars.
It says
What was
and
the
then
wording?
Loads of like veins of ore.
search the crystal forest for the anvil and follow its root, ROOT. So we might be looking for a tree that looks like an anvil.
Are there trees within the,
Or a
or is it just
plant.
purely crystal?
It's just these crystal columns. But they are, I guess, perhaps like tree trunks. Like
Yeah.
they're thick enough.
So
Let's just use the shield.
is there anything that looks like an anvil?
I just said nope.
Like, but like shaped, as in shaped like one? Like any of the
That-
crystal columns?
Crystal
Just
column, just a
columns.
straight, like a pure column of crystal, and then crystal statues.
All right, just
And
go on your
you
vision.
guys are still quite far away at this point. You're at the entrance, you've seen the basilisk, and you're not moving in. So any details you haven't seen yet. You're going to need to get closer to investigate if you want to search more thoroughly.
Right. I
The,
think.
the other option is I go invisible. Can they see invisible things?
You don't think so?
No,
Well, they've got the same. They've got the same, senses as any other creature.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah,
they might
but
be able to sense like maybe like your heat or something. They are reptiles, so they might be able to sense you another way if they can't necessarily see you.
also, is it when you see it or when it sees you that you turn to
It's
stone?
eye contact, so
They have
you
to
look at each other.
Yeah, I will tell you now that you can just choose to avert your gaze. But if this thing were to attack you, and you're not looking at it, it has advantage to hit you. You have disadvantage to hit it, etc. But you can just say like, outside of initiative, you can say like, I am not looking at this thing. But then if we go into combat at the start of your turn, you tell me whether you're looking at it or you're not. And if you're not, you have disadvantage, it has advantage.
Okay.
That's how the mechanics of it work.
Right.
Yeah, and as far as you know, it has no ability to sense invisible creatures more than any other beast can.
Well, we all need to go in anyway, and we may as well try the shield.
Let's try the shield.
So I guess
it works.
cone your vision, look to the ground,
Yeah.
walk in.
We're not looking at
But
it.
Scorb, what are we doing with that?
We might have to blindfold him.
Blindfold Scorb.
Okay, I won't be able to go very fast if you blindfold him. I'll need to keep him calm.
If someone stays with him and just guides him through with you,
Yes, that should help.
you might just need some physical contact just to make him feel calm.
Who wants to do that? Not me. Not it.
I can give him physical contact. It's
All right,
fine.
Lucius stays with me. Well, most of your spells are ranged, right?
Yes.
Well, then that makes sense. We'll make our way slowly down. All right.
Who's a good little crabby?
You watch as Scaldy basically, she kind of gets these pouches, like these leather pouches, and puts them over his big eye stalks, and then tightens them. And you can see kind of,
Oh, it's okay.
Can I try and help? Kat?
yeah,
Just
you can make an animal handling. I think you and Lucius are both doing it, so both of you make animal handling.
get the worms, Riot, the worms.
12.
Who wants to
12?
give him the worms?
16.
16. I think between the two of you, certainly, like, you kind of calm him down and he kind of rests back in, like. So Scaldy's like, Right, he should be good. As long as the fighting doesn't come too near him, we should be okay.
Yes.
All right, and then she begins leading Scorb down. So you all start making your way down. You can, Aerois, you vaguely remember where the thing was, but if you're averting your gaze, you can't see it. And you begin making your way down towards the Crystal Forest. As you get closer to the columns, you do notice that some of them have engravings on each column. And they appear to be the symbols of the gods. Each one, a column for each god.
Cool.
As you're making your way down, can you roll initiative, please?
Well, okay.
Whoa! I gotta say, yeah! I've rolled a natural 1 for both of my initiatives.
Wait, you rolled a 1 as well?
Oh my god, I rolled a 1!
I rolled a 1!
I got an 8, so.
We have all rolled
4 natural 1s.
Well,
Ayla,
5. Jeez.
Piri,
4.
Nova,
4.
Lucius.
11.
Oh, 11, double digits. Aerois,
4.
That's not...
Scaldy.
What are the... Oh.
That's crazy.
That was...
All
Wow.
highs and
Right.
lows this episode.
Scaldy is just keeping her keeping her eyes down, and she's just guiding Scorb. There's not much she can do. She's got to focus entirely on keeping him calm and maneuvering him. And she's about 10, 20 feet behind the rest of you guys. You make your way down, and you're currently in amongst these large columns, and they're about 10 feet apart, kind of spaced out amongst each other. And then there's a large ring of space around them that forms this natural kind of open area amongst this valley. As you're making your round, Lucius, what do you want to do?
I'm going to hold my action until Aerois does something.
Okay.
If it goes wrong, I will cast a spell on the basilisk.
Okay.
And it will be a...
That's fine. You can just say I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so you're readying an action. Scaldy's gone. Ayla, what would you like to do?
If something attacks anyone and I can reach it, then I will hit it, but I don't want to look at it.
Okay, so readying an action. Okay. Piri.
I mean, yeah, same. Like, I guess
Nova?
I'll... Yeah, okay.
I rolled a 4 with a -1, so I have a 3.
Wow.
Amazing.
Probably too late to cast Major Image, isn't it? Like,
You can, no, it's your turn. You can cast Major Image now.
they've probably seen us all enter though, so
You
what
don't
would
know,
they?
but it's up to you.
What's actually begun the combat? So we...
You're
don't
going
know
in.
being-
None of you are
We're in-
you're not looking where it was, so you don't know what it's doing.
Right.
So I'm just tracking initiative because obviously it's doing something.
Yeah.
But you guys don't know what that is. So I want you to.
This is in... Yeah, okay.
YOLO. I'll cast Major Image now.
Okay.
So 120 feet. How big is this forest area?
Large. I mean, like the columns are all about 10 feet apart, and they're in a grid of 5 by 5. No, it's 10 columns in total, so it'd be like 2 rows of 5.
Can I cast
So-
Major Image in the vague direction that the basilisk was? I'm not looking at it, but I'll guess like Aerois gave a vague, like, it's over there. So if I cast it, like just trying to make it, I don't know, like seem that there's something tastier nearer to it
Sure.
than there is us. I guess I'd create, probably, I guess like just a standard adventurer.
Okay.
Torment.
Okay.
From
Torman.
the-
Oh, Torment.
It wasn't an adventure.
Probably weighing on my mind there.
Okay. So Torman, an image of Torman appears and begins moving around.
Making lots of noise.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Okay. You hear in the direction, you see like a flurry of movement as a basilisk runs up to the illusion, starts biting it, looking at it, goes through it, and then shuffles and it begins turning to face the rest of you. And you all kind of like avert your gaze as it turns to face the rest of you.
Okay.
But it was where the figure was. Aerois?
Cool. I'm going to turn towards where the basilisk is and just raise my shield over above my face.
Okay.
And then just ready in action. If it comes within like 5 feet, I'll just smack it or something.
Okay. Yeah, you can hear it thrashing around at the illusion. Doesn't seem to be facing, like, it kind of thrashes around,
Yeah.
faces towards you guys, but then you kind of hear it again thrashing around towards the illusion itself.
Okay.
Scully will just look after Scorb. Lucius.
I will get up behind Aerois and cast a firebolt at it to encourage it to look towards.
All right, so you're not looking at it, so it's a disadvantage for the attack roll.
Okay. Shit, that was a natural 20. 15.
15 to hit. Still hits, even with disadvantage.
Bam.
So in the vague direction, you kind of launch a firebolt its way.
3.
3 points of damage. You hear this kind of... And so you hear this shuffling and turning, quickly averting your eyes, as it's definitely caught its
Ducking
attention
behind the
in some way.
shield. And Aerois.
Ayla.
Again, it's not near us yet then.
Nope, it was attacking the illusion, which was about 60 feet away.
Yes, so I'm gonna continue with my same held action as before.
Okay.
If it gets within range of us to hit, then
Yeah. Okay, but you're
I
not
will
looking at
rage
it, so
and
you're
hit.
just
I'm not
basically...
looking at it.
Okay, you can't rage and hit. By the way, with a readied action, you just get the one
Right.
action.
Okay, well I'll hit it then.
Okay. Piri?
Knowing that it's where it is, can I sort of block that vision and look up to see if I can see the anvil?
So you want to look for the columns?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's investigation check.
Natural 1.
You're like looking around, but the engraving's really hard to see, and yeah, just you don't immediately see it in
It's
the
a
area.
quick look up.
Yeah,
and
you're
down,
quickly looking. You don't spot it
Cool.
nearby.
Cool.
And I guess, same.
Well, that's your action. Is
Yeah.
to do the investigate, so you don't get to ready an action.
Yeah, I'll stay there then.
Okay, Nova.
How high up are the engravings?
I mean, they're human level.
They're human level. Okay,
Yeah.
can I go and look for the
investigate.
engravings as well? 8.
You start looking around. You're probably going to have to check them. Looking around, you see a couple that you recognize. You see like Siaska's. You look around, you see Kalara's, but you haven't quite found an anvil yet. But I mean, yeah,
Velena.
yeah, Velena's. Yeah, so you know Velena's holy symbol, and you can't seem to find it anywhere. Araya. Should have been you going first last time before the thing, but
Oh, that's cool, no worries. Let's see, what can I do? What can I do?
so you hear it snarling and hissing in the vague direction that it was, having been struck by fire.
Can I use the shield and cast Guiding Bolt at it? With it still in front of my face?
Yeah, if you've still got a use left on the shield on the guiding bolt.
One use is
I think it's one use each per day.
Per day. Have
yeah,
you had a
each
day?
spell.
You didn't use it
You
last
used it
time,
on
did you?
the rope.
you use
No,
it?
she did use it on the rope.
Oh, it's
yeah.
on the rope,
So
yes.
you don't have
no,
it.
okay. I don't really have anything else that's range.
I guess it also hasn't had a turn to look yet, has it?
No.
No.
Nope. That's the annoying thing. It was almost like it's one of those things where because Nova distracted it with the illusion, it kind of led it away rather than coming straight to you guys. So now it's like there was a thing.
Do what you're thinking.
Oh, I can't hit the thing. Something just burned me. Now I'm going to go after these ones. It worked. The illusion worked. It was just like
It was the timing of it.
it just the timing of it was like you said, it was a bit too late. There's a good Nova reaction of like, bah!
I think I was like, as Kim, the player, I was worried there were other.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys didn't know that. As far as you know, there still might be.
Can I maybe cast light on my shield and try and get it to draw its eye line towards the
Sure.
shield?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Sure.
Cool. I'll do that then.
Yeah. Okay. That's your round. You hear shuffling towards you, having not looking in the direction, actively kind of looking away. You hear like shuffling, and then 30 feet of the basilisk. Yeah, so I guess it would move, action, dash, then its gaze would come into effect. And you hear this kind of like nothing seems to happen.
Just stay quiet.
Scaldy is like, I'm good. Like looking around, she will attempt an investigation check. 13 plus 2, 15. Scaldy's looking at the columns and she's like, there, this one. And then she points to one about 4 down. Like, that's the symbol of Velena, the anvil. And you can see that from it, from each of the columns, there is a root, like a vein of crystal that spreads out like roots. and each one has a vein that leads to a different little carved access, like a little valley basically.
Okay.
And she points to the one with the anvil column and says like, that one there, that one.
Doesn't look around too much, does she?
No, she's not looking at the thing. She's actively not.
Cool.
All you have to say is, I'm not looking at the basilisk.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say. Lucius.
I just get the impression this thing's just gonna like jump in your view.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Entangle on it with my crown.
Okay.
Nice.
Saving through?
Yeah, strength saving throw against a 15.
That is a 9.
Okay, so it's just entangled.
So you hear these roots and vines burst from the ground and wrap over it. You can hear it like hissing and growling and snarling.
Okay, put the shield right up against it. Let's make our way out towards the anvil route.
Ayla?
So do I know roughly where Lucius did that? Can I sort
I
of...
mean, you hear,
Yeah.
you hear vaguely where it is, yeah.
Could I... I don't really know what to do. Could I just sort of angle Aerois' angle her towards where that sound came from?
Yeah.
And point the shield sort of at him?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I'll just... Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Angle Aerois. Sounds good.
Angle her in the right direction so that it might
Yeah.
look at the shield.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah. Perry?
I guess I want to make sure it's looking. I don't really know how I can do that.
Then what'd you do?
We had a great time with this when we fought the Medusa.
I'll
That was easier.
Mirror in a book.
I'll just do.
That was where the saving throw didn't go against. Did what you wanted it to.
I'll just do a couple of sun
But it
bolts
worked.
over the top.
So you're gonna try and attack it. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. So 9 plus 6, so 15.
15 hits.
And the next one for the extra attack. 13 plus 6, so 19.
Hits. Yeah.
2d6 of DiMaggio's. 4 and a 1, 7 and a 4. 11 damage.
11 damage. So you kind of over the top, like not looking, but you kind of begin throwing these blasts of fire in its vague direction. You hear more hisses and snarls and grunts coming from its vague direction.
This way. Hey!
Aerois?
I'm just going to get down to its level like Lucius suggested and try and, not looking at it,
Yeah.
just going to
Behind the shield.
behind the shield,
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
try and put it down to where I think it might be.
Okay. Sure. Okay. What doesn't help is this thing going at the very end of the initiative.
Yeah, we're kind of waiting for it to still look.
On its turn, yeah, I mean, you hear again more shuffling and snarling. You hear the snap of vines as whatever spell was holding it in place is broken, and then that is pretty bad actually. What's that? A 4? That's 3. No.
Does it look?
So you hear this. That's all you hear. And then.
So it is still making noise.
Scaldi starts leading Scorb towards the path to take. Lucius? You guys aren't looking at it, so you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
You can, if anybody wants to look at it, they can.
I don't want to turn to stone.
Then you don't know what's happening.
Can I look at its body, not it?
Nope. If you look at it, it has the chance to look at you, is the way the mechanic works.
I'm going to...
If you look in its direction, there is a chance that it's going to catch your eye and get you, and that's what the saving throw is.
Get you.
So at any point, it's just going to nudge its head around.
I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at the floor and just run near the entanglement.
Okay. Yep. You get Dichromancy as well, because you cast a spell of cold damage. Mm-hmm. So you can do Dichromancy.
And do I have to know where that's going?
No. Oh, well, you know where the creature vaguely is.
Okay.
I mean, in theory, I guess you don't have line of sight to it, and maybe that's why Entangle shouldn't
It was
work.
a 20-foot space.
Yeah, but I think you might need line of sight for
Do I?
things. I think I might. That's something for Dichromancy where I need to clarify. because
Dichromancy,
I've not
right.
clarified that. It would make sense you need line of sight to the creature, so I don't think Dichromancy would work, because you're not looking at it.
Okay. Sure.
And I think that should have been the same for Entangle, technically, but...
It was a 20-foot area, square.
Oh, is it like it just hits
Yeah, it's an area.
Oh, then that's fine. Yeah, sorry. I thought it was a single target creature. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, so you cast Armor of Agathis and run towards the basilisk, looking at the ground.
Yeah, that armor's gonna help.
Ayla,
He's made himself a walking bomb.
do you cast that at first level?
Yes.
Okay, Ayla.
5 temp HP.
Can I take a swing at it without looking?
So you try and move in its direction and
Yeah.
try and take a swing. Sure. Disadvantage?
Oh, one was a natural 20 and one was a natural 1.
Oh, wow.
Me!
That's
Okay.
the first one.
Roller coaster.
Natural 1 again. Don't
Oh,
hit
how many?
This could well be a record.
Reckless.
This has got to be a record.
What an emotional episode.
Yeah,
Kiri?
both.
Um,
That was trash.
That initiative though was like nat 1, nat 1, nat 1.
yeah, that was.
What you
I've
could do-
rolled like 6 nat 1s tonight.
What you could do is look at it.
No.
Stop saying that, Mark.
We've lost 2 people. We've got 2 bodies. We don't need a statue
So
to
it'll be
add
really
to the
great.
pile.
So after Piri got saved from the massive damage, instant death,
Crystal.
is if he resists it and fucking gets crystallized.
Right.
I'd laugh.
Gonna do some more sun bolts. I don't want to even get close to the thing.
Okay, so disadvantage.
4 plus, so that's a miss. 2 plus, miss.
You just keep, yep.
7 plus 6, 13.
Nope.
Natural 1.
Key point.
Wow.
That's my entire turn.
That's your entire turn. Bam, 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 bam. You just hear launch flames just erupting over the area. Nova.
Can I use my action to move my major image? Because it's a concentration spell up to
Yeah.
10 minutes, so it's still, Tormund's still
Yep.
bopping around.
Yep, you can move him.
Can I move it so it's in front of Scaldy by about 30 feet? And I just want to see if, like, I want to be looking to see if anything reacts.
Sure.
And then can I start going with Scaldy as well?
Yep. Yep. Okay, that's what you do. Aerois.
I think I'm going to do the same as Nova. I think I'm just going to keep my shield in front of me but start moving towards where Scully is.
Okay.
Like backing up.
Yeah.
Backing up. Back it up. Back it up. Okay. Most important saving throw I'm going to roll. You hear the snarling and growling come to an end.
That's one.
Was it like a crystallized kind of?
You just hear a.
Can I like kick out? Do I feel like a
You
statue?
kick out with your foot. Ting, ting, ting. You feel like you're kicking rock.
Or scale?
It worked!
Hey!
I'm still not going to look at it though. I'm going to walk towards the skull.
Yeah, you move towards. Well, it's Scaldy's turn. Scaldy carries on moving.
Yeah,
Lucius, what would you like to do? You peek. It's crystallized.
God
You're out of
sake.
initiative. You're out of initiative.
Amazing.
Yeah, I fucking rolled a 4 on its saving throw against itself, and then it gets a second saving throw, rolled another 4.
Oh, it has 2 films.
Yeah.
2.
I was like, yep, well, lel. There's that.
Well,
That's easy, right? We just do that for every single basilisk we come across.
we don't know if there's more, so let's just get to the route, follow the route,
Yeah.
look at the ground,
Yes.
don't do anything.
Yes.
Don't look at it.
Yeah, guys, make your way. You begin following the crystalline route that leads you into another small, narrow valley, and you can see that perhaps the reason that the Midwife's Forge has been lost for so long is there are dozens of these little passes and valleys that just crisscross through the Stormwall Mountains. And without any real route of navigation, you wouldn't have a clue where to go. Each one is overshadowed by a large mountain or a huge plateau of rocks that masks it from sight. And soon you quickly find yourself just in this long, deep-cut, recessed valley with a huge plateau of stone above, casting the whole thing into shadow and shade. And at the far end, you see the vague outline of a statue, a dwarven woman with a hammer in one hand and a baby crestled in the other. There was once a great stone door beneath it that has been completely collapsed and filled in. But you see, carved into the mountainside, a very rough, shoddy-looking mine shaft. And in front of all of this, dozens, perhaps 5 or 6 little shanty tents or huts built from scavenged stone, animal hides, but ramshackle, filthy. There is a strong stench of feces and waste that just wafts through from the valley. And you can see, kind of stood in front of the mine shaft, kind of squabbling with each other, slapping each other, wrestling, 4 goblins. Throwing each other around, barking at each other, talking in their own language incoherently. That's it. That's what you see.
Well, we know where we need to go. It's just through those 4.
I wonder if there's a way we could negotiate.
I mean, they didn't seem like the speaking type, and we don't speak their language.
We could send Scord down there. Just let him just plow through them.
Scaldy has taken the little blindfolds off Scorp, by the way.
I mean, Scorp got hurt pretty bad when we got attacked by how many last time?
About 20 of them.
Swarms.
Yeah.
Oh,
You were attacked by like 2 huge swarms of like a dozen each, and there's 4 of them currently down there.
But there may be more. There's a lot of tents down there.
Yeah, does it look like there's like quite a...
You can't see inside the tents or the huts, but there's like 5 or 6 tents or hut. I'd say there's 5 tents and maybe like a little stone hut. And then there's this mine shaft that's been carved next to the large statue.
I just sort of doubt that 4 goblins could create that much fecal matter, because the stench is incredible.
could be basilisk. Poop.
Surely that would be crystal? No.
That would hurt.
What do we...
Kidney stones
thank
every
you.
time.
Yeah.
How do we get what we want, but also prevent the goblins from interfering / attacking us?
Have we got like a vantage point where we are that we could?
You're like at the
look into?
far end of this this long cresting valley, but there's this huge stone shelf that's kind of jutting out and puts the whole thing into shadow. So it's like blocking the light. So it's like almost like a dark corridor, like a dark stone, huge, cavernous opening.
We trade with them. I've got these weapons we picked up earlier when the horde attacked us.
Well, we should probably make sure we know how many we're actually up against.
And one just slaps the other one.
I could.
Alternatively, we could just leave them for a bit and they'll deal with each other.
Yeah, maybe they'll just ignore us if they're too busy dealing with their own.
One of them appears to be dancing, waving like a stick up in the air. It's like,
I feel like they're unsuccessfully trying to invoke the power of the anvil.
I mean, we could just hit them a lot.
I mean,
They seem really freaking dumb.
they're praying to a dwarven woman.
Yeah, and?
Scaldy. They're pretty dumb. You see what I'm getting at?
They're probably not praying. They're probably here for treasure, not for
Yeah, I don't think that they really know what's
not
going
for
on
religion.
Yeah, but
Give it a
someone could
try,
guide
though.
them the wrong way to the treasure.
This one is trying to. It looks like he's trying to do some sort of ritual. He's shaking a staff.
Scaldy just looks at you.
Is that the dumbest idea, really?
It's not the dumbest idea I've ever heard. But it's not the smartest either.
I'm just
here. We
thinking.
could just hit them.
We could, yeah, but we don't know how many there are. Like you said, there's tents all over the place. A whole lot of poop.
Can we seal the mine shaft and just deal with these 4?
I mean, we need to go in them.
Yeah. Also, we want to get out afterwards. So.
We know that, like, this note, and I
Do it anyway.
waggle the treasure riddle note, is addressed to Gleck.
We took out Gleck. Gleck's gone. Gleck's dead.
Yeah, that
And
was.
Gleck. Although I can't speak Goblin.
No,
Nope.
Nope.
Gleck's dead.
I also.
Gleck's dead, baby.
I could.
It's too much of it. It was a Pulp Fiction quote. I couldn't let.
I could just
was in
swarm the
Scaldy's
area
voice.
with snow again.
I could go invisible and scout out.
Can you have any way of? Can we put them to sleep? Can we enchant them or charm them, perhaps?
Lucius
Or
could
just
pretend to
lure
be a
them
fairy
away.
princess god and
Or just kill them?
scare them away.
I
with
don't
your
like unnecessary
weirdness.
death, but
Why pretend?
All right. I mean, for at least me and Lucius, we shoot light bolts. Could you use your bow and arrow to make
Sure,
a
we
ping?
can just
Way in the distance?
take them out from a distance.
No. Make a noise way in the distance. Oh my.
Or
Wow.
I guess I'm just this.
Just really went straight for that one, didn't you?
I mean, these creatures
it.
look very
Dumb?
unintelligent. I don't. obviously I can't step in your way, and I understand you're looking for a way to return your friend. I don't feel very comfortable just killing. It's like killing idiot children.
Well, we don't
That's
have to
what
kill
I'm
them
saying.
unless they
Just
try
lure
and
them
kill
away.
us.
Let's not try and knock them unconscious, perhaps, or
Well,
they're just trying to survive, I think.
Just lure them away with a noise in the distance.
Sure, I'll give it a go.
I can just like end of the hammer. Eh.
If any come towards us, sure. If that doesn't work,
Aerois, do
then
you
you can
think?
do it last time and home run them.
I'll just give it a go. Just try and lure them away with a sound, try and scare them off.
If we all charge them with Scorb behind us, that would be terrifying, right?
Let's
Make us
have
look big.
Aerois do her thing first. Lure them away.
Just-
Let's respect Scaldy's wishes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just fire my bow into the vicinity and try and...
oh, it's like a corridor, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
There's a corridor. They're
Just
gonna go.
remembered.
Oh, it's her.
You have to go pretty much straight to get to the end of the statue.
Oh well. Well, my other suggestion is I go back to going being invisible and scout out and just see if there's like swarms of them again.
If you want.
Go on.
I mean, I still like Lucius's idea of just running at them,
Or we just run at them and kill them.
yelling. We'd be amplified by the noise, by the cavern as well.
They could retreat to their
like-
other goblin army.
They could collapse and pass out from the fear of all of us.
Although they are crazed, like yeah, apparently crazed goblins in the mountains. Remember, they're
Yeah.
they're
Well,
not gonna care.
We'll just look crazier.
They're pre-crazy.
Got any paint?
I don't think
Nova has ink.
I don't,
any
I don't
mud?
think I look that scary.
No mud. It's all very dry stone rocks, sadly.
Arr. Arr.
That's adorable.
Invisibility will only get one of us ahead, and even then that's
Two.
just to find out two of us ahead, and that's to find out if there's any more. Like either way, we're going to find out. if
Let's
there's more.
just.
I can also go invisible.
3.
If two of us go invisible,
3.
three of us go invisible, we can take out three of them without them even noticing, and just the fourth one needs to be hit unconscious.
I don't think I'm powerful enough to.
You could just...
Just gotta donk them.
You watch as 3 of the goblins now appear to be sat down on the ground. One is picking his nose, and the others are playing some sort of game with some bones, where they throw bones on the ground, and then they stare at each other, and then they try and grab the bones, but then they also try and slap the other goblin.
Hey, they're playing Bonarino.
The one who was with the stick, is now just looking up at the dwarven woman and scratching his bum.
I think we should just
That's
scare
10
them.
points.
Just run down, make a lot of noise. They don't seem like they're smart. Let's just
Okay.
Get screeching.
do it.
You ready? Get your wings out.
Just-
Get your
Like,
shield
alright.
out. Get your
I'm
hammer
gonna
out.
blast from a distance.
Scorb slowly, doesn't really go very fast. Scorb just like
Let's,
begins clawing his way
let
down.
Scorb go first. They'll look at that, be like, oh, what's going on here? And then we all burst out of the wagon.
Okay.
Yeah. Intimidation. Let's be scary.
The one who's scratching his bum doesn't look around, but the 3 playing the game are like, ah! And they look up as they see this giant, like, lobster thing crawling towards them. A dwarf on it on the front, kind of like with the reins, and then the rest of you coming up behind it. Are you screaming? Are you? Here he's going, ah! And he's on
I'm like
fire.
firing bolts everywhere.
The flying fairy princess.
I'm honestly just walking with the hammer over my shoulder,
just
just like.
walking.
Now is the time to rage.
Nova.
I'm sorry, but you look.
thinking.
Rar.
Would my major image still be working 10 minutes later?
No, this would have taken
Okay.
another 10 minutes, yeah.
I'm not wasting a
Okay.
slot on that then. I guess, yeah, I'll be doing my best, like, mantis, like,
Just waving your hands.
Can I roll for intimidation?
No, you don't need to. I'm going to roll
Okay.
wisdom saving throws for these 3 goblins. Okay, the 3 who saw you just like look up, they look at each other, drop everything they're holding and run into the mine shaft. They're like, they just go fleeing. The one scratching his bum just kind of turns around and his eyes go wide and he starts jumping up and down. And then he throws the stick on the ground, gets on his knees and just waits like this. He's like,
Is that what he was praying for?
and then Scaldy kind of like pulls Scorb to him, like, whoa, as it gets, and he's just looking up at them like, and then you hear from the mine shaft,
God.
you hear a dozen goblin voices all like yelling at each other. And then you hear like a more sort of like, what? Very well, fine, idiots.
Ooh, actual.
And kind of appearing from the mine shaft, holding some sort of very alien-looking device, like a long-barreled like cannon, attached to a piece of backpack with storm and fire swirling in a big glass canister.
It's a
goblin.
Ghostbuster.
You get another goblin. This one though, he's wearing Starbane armor. But it's broken as hell. It's all broken up. It's been like bolted back together. A pair of soot-filled goggles like on the top of his head. His ears, one of them is being blown off. One of them is like got huge chunks out of it. He's got big piercings all down one chin. And he just looks up, looks at all of you. Fucking shit! It's like, come and kill them, quick!
Question.
Yeah.
Is this Boomer? Has Boomer just turned up?
No, it's not Boomer. But there is a certain very similar kind of like...
Anarchic.
Yeah, like, well, he looks like an old Starbane soldier, but his armor's all, and his equipment's all busted and old, and he's been half blown up. And he is just like, and he starts cranking something on the thing, and he's raising it to point at you. Are you guys gonna do anything? What do you guys want to do?
Never easy.
I mean, I guess we're still like roaring and screaming, and we're running towards them. Like,
Wait!
Nova, the letter.
What?
And you begin to see about 10,
The letter.
11 goblins are crawling out of the mine shaft, wielding pickaxes. You see the other goblin is like, "Oh, did you kill Gleck? He was one of the smart ones."
Yes.
"Oh, why did you do that?"
He was attacking us?
"Well, of course! You probably thought you were food, you imbeciles. I'm surrounded by morons."
Would you like to be surrounded by intelligent people?
"Of course I would! Are
Then
you kidding?"
Let us live! We're really good at conversation!
It's been a long time. Well, I've still got the charge. I can still incinerate you, I suppose. You're nice and gathered together. So I guess we can speak for a brief moment. Don't try and move, Ganassi. I'll flay you alive.
I won't. I'm intelligent.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
What do you want? Why are you here? I don't want to deal with you. By Callus himself. What are you? You are not like any creature I've ever seen.
No, I'm not at all, but it is wonderful to meet someone that has such a powerful...
Oh, you're disgusting.
I shouldn't be,
Ugh.
We're just here for...
Honestly, I'm baffled.
What? Ever seen a smart goblin before?
No.
Elf? Ugh. Of course, you've probably only encountered these insane lunatics.
Question.
Yes?
Are you part of the remnant, or did you just take their armor?
He thinks for a second. I am not affiliated with the organization known as the Remnant.
Insight?
Sure.
14.
He
I mean...
is affiliated.
Yeah, I guess he is. He's definitely hiding something.
Yeah.
You can't tell if it's like that is 100% a lie, but he's obviously like hiding something.
Because
I've got my own business here, so if you're here to try and rob me, then let's just get this over with.
We don't want to rob you.
Then why are you here? Oh, you're probably after the forge, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? What do you want from the forge?
I broke my watch.
All right.
Oh,
Interesting. Piece of gear.
yeah, I just want to fix it and then get back home. And these guys, they've got their own thing going on.
We have a fallen comrade that we want to bring back to life.
Oh, how insultingly humane of you. Well, I suppose that there might be... I mean, a companion, the forge cannot just bring... cannot restore life.
Would it help to know that it's a guardian?
That would help, yes. That is very possible with the Forge's power. You have a guardian?
Yes, and
I've always been fascinated by
she's
them.
very special. And she had vast knowledge.
I'm sure she would love to meet you too.
She's dead. Your friends have given
she'll
that
be
away.
fascinated.
Perhaps. Shall we call a formal parley?
Yes, please.
I wish to put my cannon down.
Sure.
I'll put my hands away.
It's quite heavy.
We have an agreement?
We have an
Sure.
accord.
All right.
Oh, hang on. What about all the goblins?
Well, if we have an accord, I'll tell them not to attack.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right.
Slings it back onto like a hook on his back.
Das Barak! Galak! Back to work, miserable cretins. See if we can't get past that barrier.
Barrier.
What are your names?
I'm Nova.
Hello. I'm Lucius Viren Elwin. Yep.
Mariah.
Perry.
This one?
Ayla.
What about you, dwarf?
Scaldy.
My name is Vezik. I'm a descendant from the ancient armies of Callus himself. But, as you can see, my kind have been somewhat left to rot in these mountains. Most of the original goblinoid forces of Starbane fled after the Sundering, and they've let their minds become somewhat dim-witted and rather primitive. Now they're being plagued by the nightmares created by the valley. Luckily, I've managed to keep my sanity, or most of it at least, as well as my intelligence. I intended to escape from this place. So you have fallen comrades, you say, and a guardian?
Yes.
Yes, well, the Forge is certainly somewhere that could achieve that. A very powerful magic's located here. Ancient tech brought from worlds beyond your understanding.
Well, perfect.
Problem, there's a couple of problems. Can't get to it,
Okay.
so there's that.
The barrier?
Well, it's not so much an actual barrier. Perhaps there are ways that we can work together. You see, I need to access the Forge as well. Its incredible powers would be useful in creating devices, weapons, enough to help me build up a small force of goblins and, lead a small area to myself, rather than these nitwits and the slim pickings what we can get from traders and passers-by. Yes, with a few devices and technologies I can repair, then I should be able to establish a little kingdom of my own.
How would you get this kingdom?
By taking it, of course. Find some land, steal some supplies, perhaps try and train up some of these morons. Perhaps find a few slaves, that sort of thing.
By force.
Standard.
Standard, yes, quite.
Okay.
And then obviously, if you assist me, I'd be more than willing to give you access to the Forge for your needs. It will require a power source first, but let's cross that barrier when we come to it. Yeah. We'll need to bypass a couple of problems. I've had quite a lot of my goblins killed trying to reach it. There's a room, perhaps it was an old part of the Forge once, but it's what we've dug through to. It's taken me better part of a year to dig my way into the temple. But now it's full of these, weapons, tools, become animated with magic. Seems that whatever the storms is corrupting the storms here has also corrupted the magic of the Forge itself. And all of the sentries and defenders have become aggressive. The Forge itself is protected by a particularly powerful one, not one that my goblins have been able to deal with.
Well, looks like we came at the right time.
I've been trying to get into it for months. So you could have come a few months earlier. That would have been the best time.
Why?
They were alive then.
Why were you digging into it? Is this not the actual entrance?
He points to the statue with the huge doors that have been caved in.
No, the temple was blocked off hundreds of years ago when the Sundering happened. You don't think that such a gravitational and Teutonic shift of the planet would have allowed the Forge to remain completely intact, do you? Honestly, you're as bad as some of the goblins.
Well, okay.
How do you feel about Callus Starbane?
A powerful and incredible emperor. My descendant, my ancestors worshipped the ground that he walked on as both tyrant, near godlike being. But for me, I've not seen him. I've grown up in these mountains, surviving on what magical weapons I can scrounge together, learning what I can. As far as I'm concerned, he's nothing more than an old myth, not part of this world any longer anyway.
Well,
obviously I was told stories, but none that I put any faith into. Now it's just my might, my mind. That's all I can rely on.
That's relieving to hear.
Yes.
is there anything you can really trust?
Yes.
Well, we want to get to the forge as much as you do, so...
Well then, let's strike a deal, shall we? You help me reach the forge, take care of its guardians and defenders, and I'll tell you how you can reactivate it. I'm assuming that you don't know how to do that, judging by your... And he looks very arrogantly like appearances. You don't appear to have anybody who is knowledgeable of such means.
Yeah, you got us there.
I guess Piri's not.
I don't know, is Piri?
I mean, reading ancient things is his thing.
But how much was he actually just running in and grabbing stuff versus how much was he actually...
He was the grunt.
Not really a Nova thing. Not a Nova.
Yeah, he's not
Not
exactly
Nova.
like a...
You're
Not
Nova.
Piri thing. Yeah. Wrong Ganassi.
Your guy seems the type that would run in and punch everything and grab stuff, whilst the others actually did all the thieving,
Lead,
controlling.
and analytical, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess not. One condition, though.
Yes.
We get to use the forge first.
Very well.
Well, if it backfires, that's on us, right? Then you can do it correctly.
Oh no, There's a very set process to restarting the forge, but first we'll need to deal with the Guardians, and we'll need to find a power source as well.
Oh, we might have one?
Show me.
Okay,
Let's show him when we've defeated the Guardians.
when we've defeated the Guardians.
That will be somewhat tricky. The final Guardian cannot truly be defeated. I need to restart the forge whilst fending it off. But there are some that we need to deal with first.
And you know how to restart the forge, and
I'm familiar enough with similar magical technology. My ancestors kept many of their weapons and equipment from their days working for Starbane, and I've reverse engineered much of it. I understand how it works, at least. The forge is of similar construction. Whatever gods your planet has, well, they use a very similar technology to old Starbane.
Instantly, is this thing, and I point to the weapon on his back, is that your own creation?
No. I salvaged it. I've made some adjustments and tweaks along the way, kept it in good repair. No, we call this a blast cannon.
Okay, is that from Callus Starbane?
Yes, it's from the old armories.
Does it
Quite powerful.
Does it talk to you?
No, you're referring to those things. The ones that powered the ships and the war machines. What were they called?
The Ethers?
Ethers, elementals, no.
Eterna!
Eternals.
That one.
Yes.
Took a few knocks to the old head.
I remember the old goblin tribes were very fearful of them. Powerful beings. But no, the blast cannon is simply magical tech.
I'm just gonna whisper to it anyway, just be like, hello.
I can't speak!
I was curious.
Right, I'll show you the first chamber. Come, my little fodders.
you're a little... Okay.
Nothing. I said nothing. And he begins leading you into the dark chasm of the mine shafts.
Cool.
Just before we wrap up, as you enter, you see that there are perhaps 12, 13, 14 other goblins, all armed with pickaxes, working at widening a kind of tunnel that leads deeper into the forge itself. You can feel the pulses of power that would have once run through this place. You can feel how ancient this place would have once been. But now it's pretty much dead. There is no lights, there's no sense of energy left in it. Just looming darkness.
Damn. Very cool.
Dank.
Well, next time we'll help out this creepy ball. Well, not creepy.
He's cool!
Yeah, I like him. He's
But I'm just ready for him to just blast me out of
Oh
nowhere.
yeah, he's
he's
survived
ready.
this long.
Yeah.
Ready to blast. Cool. Some donos that we will now read out. Woo! Big Tonk. Can't wait tonight because I've got to revise, but I want to say thanks. Your VODs are the only thing that got me through this round of exams. So good luck with your exams, Big Tonk. Ola Renver, thank you very much for your donation. No message, but thank you very much. New Alex. Hey, High Rollers. It's time for an episode of What's Going On in Savona. This week, Starbone finds out due to his exile, all his pop culture references are out of date. He must then make
No!
Captain America-style list of books and plays he has to check. Nice. Do you want to take over, Kate Rita?
Half hundo from Mr. Altissimo.
Damn.
Hey everyone, I hope all is well. Glad to see you're feeling better, Mark. As always, thank you for all your streams, always inspiring for us players. $25 from Frank the NPC, thank you. Episode prediction, Lucius the Fairy Princess attracts the unwanted attention of an overweight prince leading to wedding bells. Oh, those wacky sloths. Welcome back, guys.
Oh, those wacky sloths.
Eating sand in the bathroom, so hi rollers.
Specific?
Long-time watcher, etc., etc. I've been thinking about donating for years now, and the thing that finally made me do it was Trot's pronunciation of Lumi. Lumi?
Loomy.
Lumi? That certainly was a word. Not a Finnish one, though. Cheers.
Yeah, I see what you see.
Daft Day 41, VOD squad today, reffing American football match in Ireland, and despite my best efforts to run the clock down to make it back for High Rollers, it wasn't enough. Have fun, guys. My wallet doesn't thank you for extending the t-shirt sale, though.
Buy that shirt.
Sorry.
Could have done with Daft Dave.
Michelle, it's been a year since you guys helped me propose to my now fiancé.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry I did not have a chance to thank you in person yet, but apparently weddings are expensive, so I've been saving up. We will be at YogCon, so hopefully we'll see you there. Love you guys. We'll see you there.
Remember?
See you there.
Nice. Quarter hundo from Woody Butt Pod Squad. My last donation for about 12 weeks as I'm off to work as head of music in a summer camp in the US.
Wow.
Partly thanks to my Aerois arrangements.
Very nice.
As it's a rustic camp, I won't be able to watch live for a while, but we'll be joining the Pod Squad for a bit. Thank you very much. And this is part 2, another quarter hundo from Woody, but thankful. I'm so grateful for this community that you guys have created, and I'm going to miss everyone immensely. Please don't die while I'm gone. I don't have death themes pre-made for you all. See you in September.
Maybe you
Thanks
should
for
just do
everything.
that.
I don't have death streams pre-made for you all. I mean, he has made pre-made some for some. Kim, take it away.
Hundo.
Hundo.
Team Matrix, thank you very much. For fuck's sake, rollers, what a glorious cluster of an opening. I had to look away to keep from cracking up.
Good.
So happy you all had fun in the US, and welcome back.
Thank you very much.
A
Gotta get back into it.
quarter hundo from Polska Mafia 1894. Hey rollers, I just got married last weekend and decided it was time I introduced my wife to D&D and you all. Last night she played her first game with my friends and she loved it. Thank you for rekindling my love for D&D and starting hers.
Nice.
Happy wedding. Congratulations. A donation from Nightjar. Gold star to Ree for looking after my best boy, Scorp. Good to have the most professional and bestest stream back. Heart.
Thank you.
So not though.
Love my boy Scorp.
Scorp.
Drop.
As Alora, somebody once told me that Lucius missed his daddy. Piri ain't the sharpest tool in Voxar.
Yes.
No, you're gonna have to do it, Drop.
Lucius missed his daddy. Piri ain't the sharpest tool in Voxar. It's a bit of a stretch on that one.
Tight.
He was looking kinda dumb with his arms just going numb, trying to find the shadows area.
Kind of works. Good.
Nice.
Good.
Very good.
job.
We want more.
Awesome.
I want
Water
more.
Hundo from Meta Manu. Welcome back. We missed you. You were all amazing during the D&D live. It was great fun. I can't wait for the miniseries to air.
I think a lot of people are very excited so you could see the delightful characters back.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mark.
Oh boy.
I think I genuinely have to get back into the swing of doing the stream again. Like I feel like the clusterfuck of an opening, and then also I'm like, man, I actually feel really tired like doing that session.
Well, you know what? Next week is going to be professional, high energy, 10 out of 10 content. The best home stream game of D&D you've ever
Maybe
seen.
don't fucking throw me off in the opening then, Tom.
All I said was girthy.
I'm very sad that we didn't get to any of the cool Dawnforge maps I made that I came in really early and spent ages making, but hopefully we can use them next week.
Next week.
That's D&D, bro.
That's D&D, bro.
That's D&D, bro.
See you next week.
Catch you later, everybody. Don't forget.
forget,
Last chance to buy t-shirts. Last chance to buy t-shirts. Get t-shirts now. Buy shirts. D&D Beyond. Display. Thank you for the sponsor. We love you. Thanks. Goodbye.
Love you, bye.
That one.
Bye.
Tits. Bye.